SA Power Networks, we're working with you to deliver the power you need, now and in the future. SA Power Networks employs more than 2,000 South Australians and delivers electricity to around 840,000 customers. We don't make electricity, and we don't sell it either. What we do is deliver electricity to your home. From the Rundle Lantern to our airport, hospitals, schools and traffic lights, power is vital to the function of our state. That's why our team is on call 24/7, rain, hail or shine, to respond to any emergency. Plus, we're taking the initiative to ensure that everyone can access information about their power supply however and wherever they like. We also foster vital connections through more than a dozen community sponsorships. At SA Power Networks, we're working with you to deliver the power you need, now and in the future.
Good evening everyone and welcome to the Elite Football Centre here for the inaugural PlayStation 4 Women's National Premier League SA Grand Final. Two teams that have fought it out at the top of the ladder all year in Metro United and Adelaide City will battle for the big prize tonight. My name's Andrew Sperling. I'm going to be joined tonight by Paul Marcachitti and Spiro Mimis, and we've got a very special guest with us in Chantel Ryder. We had a little chat with both coaches before the game, and sit back and relax and hear what they had to say about tonight's game.
Well, we're with Marie Spagnoletti, the coach of Metro Women. Marie, it's been 2 weeks in the planning this game because you qualified 2 weeks ago. How has it been on the training track?
We've had a really good 2 weeks on the training track. The girls are obviously excited to finally get here. And yeah, it's been an interesting 2 weeks with the anticipation that, you know, grand final day's here.
Did you get a chance with those 2 weeks? A few players were able to iron out any wear and tear they might have had during, it's been a very long season?
It's been an extremely long season, and the extra week came at a perfect time. It's been a long season for all teams, and so yeah, with that extra week, it's given a few girls to rest, get over those niggling injuries, and they're good to go.
And how do you prepare differently for a grand final to any other game? Do you try to keep it as normal as possible, or do you say this game is going to be different and this is why?
Look, finals football, the pressure increases, but we've really treated it like a normal game in that the preparation is still the same, training's still the same. It's just the added, we know the girls are coming here ready to give it a good shot, and yeah, so let's we'll wait and see. There we go.
Well, thanks for talking to us, Marie. We wish you well for the evening.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Eduardo Rosso, Adelaide City coach. It's been a tough run here, Eduardo. Lost to Metro 2 weeks ago, and you had a really hard battle in the preliminary final last week.
That's correct. Last week was an amazing game, and it was, you know, a long one. Those games, sometimes they take a lot out of you physically, but they might even give you something psychologically, so that's what we hope for, yes.
Are you concerned at all that the wear and tear on the players in that game, the tiredness that they may feel will be a factor tonight, especially if tonight goes to extra time as well?
Well, I hope not. I mean, I'm concerned about several things, and this could be one of them, but I don't think that this will probably be necessarily the deciding factor of the evening.
You two teams know each other really well. I think it's your 7th meeting tonight in all competitions, and the players have played against each other many, many times in the past. Is there anything new you need to try? Is there any little tactic you might try tonight, or is it a case of if we play our best, we'll win?
Well, like you said, we played, this is the 7th time in an official game this season, and many of the players that play in both teams were around in the last couple of years as well. We know our opponent well, they know us well, they got quite a bit of experience in the team, and I wish them good luck and congratulate them for making the grand final as well. Not too much luck perhaps, and I believe that, you know, you need to be well prepared, know what you're doing, have a positive attitude, and perhaps a little bit of luck on your side. So maybe that's what we're going to try to do.
Well, it should be a fantastic game. We're really looking forward to it. Eduardo Rosso, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you. Thanks and good luck to everybody, and thanks for coming and watch the game. And we really hope that people enjoy it. Cheers.
Thank you.
We thank the coaches a lot for spending their time before the game to have a bit of a chat with us, and well done, Paul, and I'll throw it over to you, mate, to have a bit of a look at the game.
Thanks very much, Andrew. Welcome to the Elite Systems Football Centre here at Angle Park in Adelaide, South Australia for the PlayStation 4 Women's National Premier League SA Grand Final between the two best teams in South Australia, Metro United and Adelaide City. I'm here with Spiro Karanikos-Mimis. How are you, Spiro?
Good evening, Paul. How are you?
Very well, thanks. And Chantel Ryder of Adelaide University and last season with Adelaide United. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, Paul. How are you?
Very good, thanks. Great to have you on board. This is the 7th meeting, would you believe, between these two teams this year in all competitions. Started out with a Charity Cup match in which Adelaide City defeated Metro 4-0. 3 meetings during the normal season, which resulted in 1 win each and a draw. City knocked out Metro in the Cup 2-0 in the semi-final, although they weren't able to go on and win it. They lost the final to Fulham. And just 2 weeks ago, Metro United defeated Adelaide City 1-0 to get through directly to this game. Chantel, do you think that extra week might be beneficial for Metro United with, at the end of a long season, a lot of players getting a chance to rest?
Look, I definitely think that it could be a benefit to some players. Some players take the rest really well and they come back firing. Other players, they might have the rest and switch off a bit mentally. Hopefully that doesn't happen tonight, but it'll be interesting to see how we go from here.
I'm interested to see how Adelaide City take this. Obviously, they snuck through last week on penalties against a very competitive and very strong Fulham side. They are playing the team that has been out and by far the best team all season in Metro United. But as we saw in the men's competition last week, Paul, where Campbelltown beat Adelaide City despite being, the second best team all year, it's a grand final, anything can happen. I'm sure Adelaide City will be really, really excited to have an opportunity to win some silverware today.
It is, and these two teams know each other so well. It makes it really difficult to know whether they'll be having some tricks up their sleeve that they haven't usually, or they just know every single little thing about each other and nothing might surprise them. Would you believe, between them, they've won the last 7 championships, 5 to Adelaide City, 2 to Metro, but Metro did win it last year. And would you say they've probably just had the edge this year, having finished top, Chantel, and having also defeated City in their last 2 encounters?
Yeah, I think so. Metro are always a force to be reckoned with. When you come up against them, before you even get on the field, they just have that persona about them. You definitely have to go into the game confidently if you want to have any chance of getting one up on them, I think.
And who do you think might be, if there's a lot of match winners potentially on this pitch, who do you think for either team is the most likely player to sort of bob up and take the game by the scruff of the neck if that needs to happen?
Well, for Metro United, you've got players like Lauren Steer, who played for the W League. She's a great player, fullback, but very attacking. She's scored quite a few goals this season, and she loves to get forward and have a bit of a crack at goal. For City, you've got players like Daniela Di Bartolo. She's a cracking left winger who goes forward and likes to cut in and either cross the ball in the front of goal or have a nice shot on the angle.
For those of you just joining us, we are here live at the Elite Systems Football Centre for the Women's NPL Grand Final between Metro United and Adelaide City. In the reserves, Metro United were the champions. They beat Para Hills Knights 2-1, a very competitive game there. Para Hills scored late to bring the score back to 2-1, pushed really hard in those last 5 minutes, but the reserves champions are Metro United. I think they do go in slight favourites tonight. It'll be a very competitive game, Paul, that's for sure.
I think it will be, and it is something new for us because here in South Australia at least, the Women's League has not traditionally been decided by a grand final. It's been first past the post up until now. This is the first season under the branding of the Women's National Premier League. This is also, as I said, the first season of a grand final to be the decider. Metro did finish 7 points ahead of Adelaide City, despite their battles being very, very close. They only lost one game, that one loss to City during the season in round 14 when Georgia Campagnale, another player, teammate of yours, Chantel, in the Adelaide United team last season, got the only goal. And she's another player that I'm looking forward to seeing tonight. Notice she's been named wide Last week I thought she played a lot better towards the end when she came into the centre of the park.
Yeah, Georgia is a very dominant player. She loves to get on the ball and dictate the terms of the game. I think it'll be a little bit harder for her to do that from the wing, but I'm sure she's more than capable of performing well out there.
We'll have those lineups for you in a second, folks, in this massive grand final between Adelaide City and Metro United. Apologies.
That's all right. And I'll just tell you the referees for tonight as well. Gary Mooney will be the referee. Assistant referee will be Aaron Gianti. And the other assistant will be Samuel Hughes. And the fourth official will be Madison Kennedy tonight. So we'll have a look at Metro United, if we can get that up on the screen. Well, we've got the national anthem about to occur as well, but
just seeing Sam Ciccarello walk out, the chair of the FFSA.
New chair as well, recent chair.
Yes, only a few months in the job. Of course, he was on the board before that, a former CEO of Adelaide United. And behind him is the CEO of Football Federation SA,
Mr. Michael Carter.
Michael Carter. I can't believe I just froze on that.
You did froze. Man that pays your wages, and you forgot his name.
Well, he's paying a lot, let's be honest, Andrew. Let's talk a little bit about those lineups while we wait for them to come up on our screen here, folks. There is a bit of a surprise at Adelaide City. They're starting one of their centre-backs, usual centre-backs up front, but we'll go through that Metro lineup now. Starting in goals for Metro United is Kelly Baltrop, then it's Ebony Wiedenbach. Moving forward for Metro United, we got Willis.
We'll just take the pre-game little anthem here, just one sec. Job. We'll get Metro back up, Spiro, and you can fire back into it.
Starting goals for Metro is Kelly Baltrop, then it's Ebony Wiedenbach, Laura Stockdale, Roxanne Dodd, Donna Cockayne, Mirella Scalzi, Lauren Steer, Vanessa Reid, Roma Francescilli, Shannon Cremasco, Christy Moore. The reserves are Carly Grigor, Taylor Bradley, Rochelle Kuhar, Chrissy Panagiris, and the reserve goalkeeper is Stephanie Scriver.
And of course, Metro United is coached by Marie Spagnoletti. Players just finishing their handshakes.
And what about Adelaide City, Paul?
So it's Sarah Willisey in goals and Alicia Nicholas, the fullback. Matilda McNamara and number 3. She's another player from Adelaide United last season. 4 is Daniela De Bartolo, the captain. 8, Isabella Scalzi back in the team. 10, Susan Bassett. 11, Maddie Durier. 12, Georgia Campagnali. 13, Alison Atkins. 14, Isabel Darlin Flight. And 19, Daphne McLeod. The reserves for City tonight are 6, Alexandra Lattis. 9, Dragana Klajic. 25, Valeria Guajardo, and 30, Leslie Quegener, and their goalkeeping reserve is Matilda Comley.
And although it's got a little bit fresh here tonight, it's been an absolutely perfect day here in Adelaide, 21 degrees, best day we've had for ages, and it's absolutely perfect. So a little fresh, and the pitch will be a tad dewy, but I'd suppose that, Chantel, that probably adds for a better game, hey? A bit quicker pitch.
Yeah, definitely allows the ball to move a bit quicker along the ground. It allows for a better football game, I think, which both teams like to play very well.
Chantel, tell us about the difference between an artificial pitch and a grass pitch. Obviously, there's a lot of movement towards artificial pitches here in South Australia. Tell us a little bit about the difference between those two surfaces.
Yeah, I mean, artificial pitch, the ball rolls a lot truer. So, when you're passing the ball, it's not going to bobble as much. You don't have to worry about that ball bobbling right before you take your touch. It rolls a lot quicker as well, which means that you have to be a lot more aware when the ball's getting past you. You have to react a lot quicker. The bounce as well, when the ball bounces, it bounces a little bit higher, but it also bounces truer as well, so you're not having to worry about that change of angle.
What about footing? Do the ladies choose different boots here? Do they have a different option for the artificial surface? What do you do as a player when you're preparing?
I wear the same boots that I would for a grass field. I do prefer to wear leather on a synthetic field, just because it's a little bit softer on the top of foot. Apart from that, in terms of the stud grip, I feel that the fields here are quite well presented, so you're not slipping or having too much extra grip.
We're just getting ready for the kick-off, and two great names in our game up at the front for Metro United who are going to be kicking off, and they're going to be kicking to the southern end here at Elite Systems Football Centre. It's Christy Moore and Laura Stockdale. Christy Moore, 83. I don't know what happened to 1 to 11, Spiro, but she's going to be wearing...
It's not fashionable anymore,
It's not fashionable anymore. They're going to be kicking off very shortly for the grand final in 2016. The two best teams here in South Australia, Metro and Adelaide City. All in readiness. And we're away. Quick ball out to the left for Metro, but good interception there from Darlin Flight, and will be a throw-in. It's going to be Lauren Steer to take it, trying to get long down to Dodd. Dodd's going to try to get a pass in, but well blocked there. Now another cross coming in, but well headed away, and Metro are going to have a corner within 30 seconds.
Early corner for Metro United. Not even a minute into this grand final between Metro United and Adelaide City here at Elite Systems Football Centre. Corner being taken now by Metro. Defenders coming up for them as well. They've got a bit of height here. Adelaide City need to be careful.
Watch out for Ebony here on the corner. She's quite a prominent header of the ball.
And
great corner.
Missed everybody, and it's going to be a free kick for a foul on the City keeper, Sarah Willisey. She was a hero last week in the shootout. She'd done pretty well during the game as it was to keep out a couple of pretty good shots, but took the very first penalty in the shootout, buried it. It was probably the best penalty of the night, and made the save, the one save to decide the issue. Now, Metro have the ball with Francescilli at right back. Oh, well dispossessed by De Bartolo. Francescilli wins it back again, but very good battle there. But City have come up with possession. It's all very tight in the middle at the moment. Now the ball comes out to Matilda McNamara. She's going to try to put it into forward. And now it's come out. Oh, good interception in defence for Metro. No way through for City at the moment.
Bit of a cautious start here for both teams. Adelaide City trying to control the ball. We're in the middle now for them with Bassett. Bassett looking for options. City cutting back inside. Great pass there to Dirio. Dirio with the ball. Well defended by Metro. And they are breaking now with Cockayne. Cockayne with the ball out wide. Looking for Stockdale. She doesn't take that option. Cuts back inside. Metro looking for possession to control the game. Long ball though. That Stockdale out there who's made that run. She's kept the ball in. She's done brilliantly well. Cuts it back inside. Metro looking for options here. Play it back to their midfielder in Cremasco. Cremasco with the ball at her feet. Great turn by the Metro player in Cockayne. Cockayne now loses possession, but it's swung straight back in. Great defending by City. Flicked in again by Metro. It falls to the Metro striker. There's the first chance of the game. That is more. That is an opportunity for Metro. Let's have a look at that replay.
Christy Moore, the ball just didn't perhaps come down as much as she would have liked before she snapped for the shot.
Adelaide City probably a bit slow getting out of defence there. Cost them an easy offside really. And Christy Moore probably could have done better there, but that's an early warning sign for Adelaide City.
And Willisey with the kick now. Can City get a bit of a foot on the ball? They're going to win a throw in here. Just on the left-hand side, it's going to be Nicholas to take it. Now they're trying to get some control in midfield through Durieux, but the ball's been lost and now it comes out to Dodd. Dodd battling there with Nicholas. She's got the ball back now. She tries to put it through, but there's no space in there at the moment. City will have a throw-in on the left-hand side at left back, and their captain Scalzi coming over to take it.
Scalzi now with a throw-in for Adelaide City. 3.5 minutes into this grand final between Metro United and Adelaide City. Long ball by Scalzi, looking for her strikers. It's run over everybody. Great work there by the City striker. That is Bassett. Bassett now holding the ball. She's lost it though. Metro did really well to clear. It's a long hoik up the top. Great effort there by the City defenders to keep that, but they've lost possession in a dangerous position. That is Cockayne. Cockayne plays it back inside to Dodd.
Now it's Christy Moore on the left-hand side. Can she get a cross in? She's got Dodd in the middle, but no, she goes back to Stockdale. And Steer. Steer now goes for a cross into the box, but that's going to go too far for everyone. And Willisey will take it. And she'll bring the ball out to Alicia Nicholas. She's got Duria in front of her on the left. Goal-scoring machine, Duria, this season. There's Dodd trying to intercept, but Nicholas has got it back. It's not much room to work in, but Duria nearly, Di Bartolo still nearly stole the ball. Metro have won back control, but it's going to be a throw-in for Adelaide City. That was good work by Di Bartolo to just keep the pressure on.
Pretty nervous start from both teams there, Chantel. What do you make of these first couple of minutes?
Yeah, both teams are looking a little bit more for that long ball over the top. I think they're just trying to get the upper hand in the game. First 5 minutes is always a bit of a battle to try and get that dominance, try and get the ball into your attacking half for the majority of it.
Nicholas now with the throw for Adelaide City. Looks inside. Great work there by the Metro defence again to get rid of the danger. Pulls to the Metro players. Here you go, Metro. They're on the break. Metro United now looking for options. Out here is Cockayne. Cockayne with the ball at her feet. She's looking for someone. Nice 1-2 there. Excellent 1-2 by Metro. Cockayne with the ball back. Swings it in for a striker. And Christy Moore overruns her. The back post though. Another shot for Metro. And unfortunately for them, that is wide. But ominous signs here for Adelaide City early. That's twice now Metro have got in behind a little bit easy. They'll have to look to correct that if they want to keep Metro from scoring tonight. That is for sure. Paul.
City just not really able to deal with those really fast breaks at this stage, but still early. Steer tries to get the header away, but she loses out. Bassett, though, is unable to run onto the ball. And it was cleared away there by Wiedenbach as a throw in to City on the right. And can they just get a little bit of control now? So far, they've only really had one good move forward. It's been Metro with most of the possession. Now Scalzi plays forward to Di Bartolo. She's got a bit of room now. She's also got on the overlap on the left-hand side Nicholas. Plays the 1-2 with Di Bartolo. Can she get the cross in? She's been forced a long way forward. She's managed to get a cross in. Oh, that's a great chance, but well headed away by Lauren Steer. And it's actually stayed in and cleared away by Metro. Best chance, best moment so far for City. Now Scalzi in a battle with Dodd, but she wins out, gets the ball to McNamara. McNamara back to Willisey. And so City now, that was a good moment for them. That might have settled a few nerves. Darlin Flight now at right back. She brings the ball out to look for Campagnale, but she's dispossessed, but she's going to get a free kick for a foul. And a little bit more settled there for City, Chantel.
Yeah, a little bit. That run down the line by Di Bartolo is exactly what I was talking about before the game, Paul. She loves to get down that wing. She's very quick. A lot of defenders think that the ball's going to go out, but she gets there just last minute and gets that cross in.
Willisey now for Adelaide City with a long hoik up front, looking for her player in Di Bartolo. But she's given away a free kick, Di Bartolo. Metro will have an opportunity here to reset through their goalkeeper, Baltrop. 0-0 here in the 7th minute mark of the Women's NPL Grand Final between Metro United and Adelaide City. The two best teams all season playing off in the decider tonight. First time ever for a Women's NPL Grand Final here in South Australia. Before, it was always first past the post. This is a first here. It's an inaugural Grand Final. Metro now clear the ball, looking down the line for Dodd, but that's overrun her, and Adelaide City will have the throw-in on the near side.
So it's going to be Nicholas at the halfway line. What she got ahead of her? She said Atkins will be looking for it. Not much space in there, but a good 1-2 played. That was Duria, I'm sorry. But Stockdale has possession now, and she's going to try to get the ball over to the wing, but it's going to be cut out by Darlin Flight fairly easily. And now it's Willisey. Players just trying to move in front of her. Atkins wants it short, but it's going to go to Scalzi. Scalzi moves it out right to Campagnale. She was very influential late in the game last week against Fulham. Nearly got a winner, but she's been dispossessed and she's had to concede. Lauren Steer with the throw-in. She looks for Stockdale. It's gone a bit too far. Atkins is trying to come through the midfield. Well dispossessed by I think it was Francesca. No, it was Vanessa Reid, and that's a free kick for Metro.
Free kick looks like it's going to be taken by Wiedenbach, the captain for Metro United. She's looking for an option. It's probably going to be a long ball here, I'd say, gauging by what's happening. Indeed, it will be long ball by Wiedenbach, looking for an option up front. That's going to go straight through to the keeper, safely to the Adelaide City goalkeeper in Willisey. She's looking for an option now. It's a long kick up front. Looking for her strikers in either McLeod or Bassett. Bassett with a great flick on there for City. Clearance by Metro, and Adelaide City moving forward again. That's Di Bartolo. Di Bartolo looking for options, back inside. And now it's a great overlap. Unlucky there for Adelaide City. Great move there by the City midfielder Nduriu looking for Nicholas, but unfortunately Nicholas couldn't get the ball. They've opened up Metro a couple of times on that left wing, Paul. Maybe that's they've identified that spot as their outlet, maybe.
It does look like that's where they want to get most of their attacks. And why wouldn't you when Di Bartolo, she's had an amazing scoring record this year. 16 in the 20 matches she played in the normal rounds. She's got 1 in the finals so far. She scored a hat-trick when these teams met way back in February in the Charity Cup. Now, ball just won there by Durier, and City trying to put through Di Bartolo now. Oh, and it's just cleared away by Metro. There was nearly a good moment there for City. Now here's Cockayne. She's going to try to turn the ball around. It's gone too far. It's going to be easy for Nicholas to clean up. Just a little bit more settled now for City. They've had a couple more good moments.
One thing I've noticed that Metro are doing, Paul, is they're rotating their front three of Dodd, Moore and Cockayne. They are all capable of playing in all 3 of those positions. Dodd started on the right. She's now playing centre forward. Things are happening up there for Metro. That's amazing flexibility to have for a strike force that can play in all 3 positions.
Certainly is. Christy Moore, of course, a very, very famous name in our game. Now here's Frances Gilly. Oh, she's taken on Di Bartolo, lost the ball, and well cleaned up. And it had to be by Morella Scalzi. Di Bartolo, she's a very dangerous player, and she just showed why again. Now it's Durier. Tried to put through McLeod, but unfortunately, two players not quite on the same wavelength. And now Metro have the chance to come out through Lauren Steer. She can be a match winner. She may be at left back, but don't worry, she's scored some big game goals before. Trying to play a 1-2 with Roxy Dodd down there, and it's going to be a throw-in.
Throw-in now for Lauren Steer on the far side here at the Elite Systems Football Centre. Had a great year for Adelaide United in the W League, Lauren Steer.
She certainly did. She started the first game as a substitute and got into the starting 11 for every game after that. So had a tremendous season. Not only that, she also went to centre-back to cover Abby Dalkemper late in the season. And, gee, those were big boots to fill, but she did that extraordinarily well.
Yeah, she did. She actually, at the beginning of the season, started as a midfielder, coming off the bench from that, and she did quite well there.
Here comes Adelaide City. Sorry, Chantel. Great through ball for Di Bartolo. Di Bartolo now with the ball at her feet. She cuts inside. Great tackle there by the Metro United Fraser Skilly, and it will be a corner for Adelaide City. Sorry, Chantel, to cut you off, as you were saying.
That's all right. Yeah, so as I was saying, Lauren played midfield for a majority of the season, but obviously has some experience as a centre-back, and she did extremely well when she came in and played there for us. She did the job, and that's exactly what you want from your players.
Corner now for Adelaide City. Going to be swung in there.
It's going to be Campagnoli to take it.
Georgia Campagnoli, another Adelaide United W League player. Campagnoli now with the corner for Adelaide City. She swings that in. It's a great cross from Campagnoli. Looking for a head, Adelaide City. There's a chance there. Metro, that lead a little bit there in defence. Adelaide City, the ball's gone out for a goal kick. Unfortunately for Adelaide City, just couldn't control it there. McNamara let it go, and it's a goal kick. Metro take that one really quickly. It's now Stockdale on the far left side of the stadium. Looking for options is Stockdale. She looks for the great overlapping run there. The Metro player, she swings that in. That should be picked up. It's offside, in fact. Offside for the Metro striker, and Adelaide City will take the relieving kick through their goalkeeper in Willisey.
So Willisey now. Not quite sure what she's got in front of her. Not a lot of movement at this stage, so she goes as long as she can to try to get the ball to McLeod. It's run on, but Frances Gilly should get there first and clear the danger. So it'll be Nicholas to come up to take the throw.
It's definitely this side here that Adelaide City have identified as Metro's maybe weak spot. We've barely seen anything on the right-hand side down that far end. All the attacking for Adelaide City on this left-hand side.
Now Campagnoli, she's come in field from the original right position that she started at. Given away there. No, McNamara's won the ball very, very well, very calmly. She tries to put through McLeod, but it was cleared at the back there by Wiedenbach. So City have just really improved their play in the last 5 or 6 minutes, and they've just started to get a little bit of control. And can Metro wrest it back? There's Campagnoli. She's just lost the ball, been dispossessed. And Stockdale has the ball now. She's under pressure. Just brings it out right to Franceschilli. Tries to get through Dodd now. Roxy Dodd. Can she make a break? Get a cross in. Very, very tricky player. Still Roxy Dodd. Faced by Nicholas, and Nicholas did really well there to force the throw in.
Franceschilli coming up for the throw in here for Metro United. It is 0-0, about the 14.5 minute mark in this PlayStation 4 WNPL Grand Final here at the Elite Systems Football Centre. Inside now for Metro. Franceschilli gets the ball straight back. She looks for a cross. Great cross from Franceschilli. Header there for Metro. Unfortunately, she just overran it there, the Metro player in Cockayne, and it rolls out safely for City, who will look to play out the back. Bit too heavy that pass, and Metro will regain possession through a throw-in on the far side. It is Metro, Lauren Steer out there on the far side. Looks inside again. Well cleared by the Adelaide City defender.
And now City try to get the ball forward, but the numbers told for Metro. Good hassling in there by Alison Atkins. She's kept hold of the ball, really good play. Darlin Flight now. And now back to McNamara and Darlin Flight. It's good composed play. Willisey now. Will she come left to find the captain in Scalzi? Back in the starting team. She was came off as a substitute. Now overlapping run from Nicholas. She tries to get an early cross, but that was really well played. But now it's come to Campagnoli. Can she get a shot in? She goes for the short ball. It wasn't a bad option, but very, very well read. And there's a counter on now. And now on the left-hand side, it's Cockayne. Can she get a cross in? There's two in the middle. Roxy Dodd's one of them, but good defending. And in the end, it's been forced back to Willisey. Great defending there from Wiedenbach, and also then setting up the break for Metro. Now it's Adelaide City with Campagnoli in the midfield. Back to her compatriot in McNamara. McNamara now played out wide for City. City looking for an option. Through ball there. It's for their striker in Bassett, cut out again by Metro, but it's straight back with City. And Metro win possession again, looking for the through ball. Here's Roxy Dodd. Unlucky for Roxy Dodd. Great defending there again by Adelaide City. Defenders have really picked it up for Adelaide City after a bit of a shaky start. Now it falls to their striker McLeod. McLeod looking for an option. It's Di Bartolo. That's their outlet. They're definitely looking for this left-hand side here, City. Di Bartolo now looking to take on her defender, Franceschilli. Di Bartolo looking for an option. Plays in Nicholas. Nicholas with the ball. Great work there by City. Back to Di Bartolo. What's she going to do, Di Bartolo? She's the danger player. 16 goals in 20 games. She loses possession, and it's now with Stockdale. Stockdale looking for an option. It's Cockayne out on the far side. She's only got Dodd ahead of her. Cockayne, and now Christy Moore's made a huge run now. Can she receive the ball? Well cut out McNamara by Scalzi, and it had to be. Scalzi now tries to play the ball in field, and City have got the numbers on the left-hand side through Nicholas. She can do an overlap now if she likes with McLeod, but no, she's still got the ball, and now she brings it into Di Bartolo. McLeod's on the left-hand side. Can she get a cross in? There's not much in the centre at this stage. Bassett's the only one, and so the ball's cleared out. Now, Nicholas again. She's had a bright start to the game. Her ball's just a little bit too long, though, and claimed by Baltrop. City just had a bit better of the play in the last few minutes, but Metro showing they're really, really dangerous on the break. As Christy Moore, she's the only person ahead at the moment of Cockayne now. And now she's got some space. She's found some space. Scalzi coming across. Roxy Dodd in the middle. Can Roxy Dodd get onto it? She does! And she has scored! Roxy Dodd! She didn't get the touch she wanted, but it's gone in the back of the net. Fantastic break by Metro. They've scored in the 18th minute, 1-0, and it's the Sejuna-born Roxy Dodd who has put them ahead. Fantastic goal, Chantel.
Yeah, lovely goal by Roxy. She just got the touch that she needed. As a striker, that's exactly what you want. It doesn't have to be the most perfect touch, the most perfect connection, but as long as it goes in the back of the net, that's exactly what you want.
Let's look at that replay one more time. It's a great break here for Metro. Their star player in Moore, she gave a great ball. Roxy Dodd Like Chantel just said, not the best of touch, but doesn't matter as long as it crosses the line. She had to get to that position, and that's what you get if you make the right run. That's the reward. 1-0 here to Metro United in the WNPL Grand Final. 1-0 and the goal scorer again, Roxy Dodd. Adelaide City now have to reset. They have had the better of the play in the last 10 minutes. They'll be disappointed to concede like that, but they can work themselves back into the game. It's McNamara now with the ball. McNamara looking for an option. She goes long, looks for her striker in McLeod. McLeod gives it to Bassett. Bassett trying to play it back to McLeod. Bassett with a shot. Easy by Baltrop though.
Well, it just goes to show how many match winners Metro have on the field, and sure, it's only 1-0, though I should say Metro have won the last 2 meetings between these sides 1-0. And Roxy Dodd, she scored 10 goals in 19 games in the regular season, and she's one of many players in the Metro team that can win the match. Now, what can City do? They've lost the ball again to Dodd. She tries to turn Nicholas, but Nicholas was having none of it this time, and it plays back to Scalzi. Can City fight back against this team that has just been in top form in recent weeks? Dodd again. Brings the ball inside to Stockdale. Stockdale with Steer on the overlap. She's got Cocaine ahead of her, and she's been fouled. It's going to be a free to Metro. And right now, Adelaide City really just need to get some control, reset themselves. We've just gone behind, and they don't want to sort of risk another big moment here and potentially opening the floodgates. Free kick comes in. It's a long one. Christy Moore and Stockdale, they were completely unmarked at the back. And Stockdale's header was just wide.
Metro took that one early there. I don't think Adelaide City were prepared for that at all. They've got to be aware of that because Metro love to do that.
Absolutely not, Chantal. Just looking at that replay, that was an open header there for Stockdale, and she's just put that over the bar. Adelaide City reset now. Metro's putting their foot down just a little bit here. Adelaide City need to get themselves back into this game. Ball forward there by Nicholas. Has found the striker in McLeod. McLeod now, great control there by McLeod. Great ball to Di Bartolo. Here's their outlet. They're definitely looking for this wing. If you're just joining us, all their plays come on this side. Great work there by the Metro defender in Wiedenbach.
Terrific.
And it'll be a corner to Adelaide City. We should just mention, folks, as we come up to the 20-minute mark here of our broadcast, at halftime, Andrew will bring us an interview with ex-Matilda and now FFA General Manager of Women's Football, Sarah Walsh. That'll be at halftime, and Andrew will conduct that interview during the halftime break. Stay tuned for that. That should be a great chat at halftime here. Adelaide City now with the corner. Great ball. Great corner indeed. Opportunity. Great header to the back post. Easily saved, though, there by Baltrop, the Metro keeper, and they will look to break again really quickly with Stockdale. Stockdale now looking again for Roxy Dodd. Roxy Dodd with the ball. She's got a lot of skill. Roxy Dodd. But she cuts back and holds up the play just a little bit. Lauren Steer with the ball. Sorry, that's not Lauren Steer. I apologise, that's Cocaine. Now it's Lauren Steer with the ball. There's a lot of movement in that front three by Metro. They're definitely not sticking to the lineup on paper to make our jobs easy, that's for sure.
No, and nor should they. Here's Christy Moore on the right-hand side. Great first touch, but well read by Scalzi, and she's put it out. So Franceschilli will come at right back to take the throw. Now Franceschilli, what she got in front of her, Christy Moore wants the ball, gets it back. Can she get a cross in? Good defending. It's going to be another throw-in. Now Stockdale, she's unmarked, and City are just losing their players a little bit. Stockdale now, can she get, oh, great back heel, great understanding with Christy Moore, but she has fouled Nicholas. That was a really good bit of play, and Chantel, City just letting a couple of players get loose.
Yeah, I don't think the back four are communicating quite enough. A lot of late runs coming through from Metro. They do like to hold off and make those late runs, and it's really hard to mark if you're not all working together and communicating and letting each other know that there's players coming through.
Wiedenbach just tries to get the flick over for Christy Moore. It's worked out. Moore has the ball. She gives it back to Stockdale. Stockdale's got Wiedenbach if she needs her. They're just getting control of the ball in the centre of the park and now switching it across to Lauren Steer. Good play by Metro. Might have just put a bit much on it for her, but no, she gets there. She now tries to put through Cocaine, but well read by McNamara.
Throw in here for Metro. 23 minutes into this first half of the PlayStation 4 Women's NPL Grand Final between Metro United and Adelaide City. It is 1-0 to Metro United, thanks to their very, very talented number 9 in Roxy Dodd. Sejuna Bourne, as Paul said, the first goal scorer here in our inaugural Grand Final. That's Cocaine out the far end there for Metro. Looking to win a corner, done really well there, the Adelaide City defender. That was their left back in Dalen Flight. And they've retained possession here, Adelaide City, and now look to break. Adelaide City with the ball. Looking up the top for Bassett. Bassett controls the ball reasonably well, unfortunately, just a little bit too long off the boot, and it will be a throw-in for City after a touch there by the left-back in Lawrence Steer for Metro United.
City just haven't been able to sort of get the kind of breaks that Metro have, the same sort of counter-attacks. They've certainly had some reasonable attacks, but they haven't been the quite dangerous counter that Metro have been able to bring to the game. Atkins in the middle. It's all a bit tight in there, and Darlin Flight is going to take the throw-in.
Chantel, put yourself in Adelaide City players' position right now. What do you do to change things and try and get yourself back into the game?
Good question. I think they need to keep the ball a little bit better. That's the first thing. They're losing possession a little bit too freely, and that's just putting the pressure right back on the defenders. As a defender myself, I know you work as hard as you can to win the ball, and if it's constantly coming back at you, it's very tiring work, and that definitely has a result on the whole team.
So play just out on the right-hand side as Adelaide City look at it. Well won by Christy Moore. She's even dropping back and doing an awful lot of work in defence. But City have the ball back now. Durier has it, and she's trying to put through. Her and Campagnoli trying to put each other through. But it's going to be a free kick to Metro. Now, referee having a chat to Scalzi. Not sure if there was just a bit of back chat there, but there's certainly no risk of going to his pocket at this point.
Do you think the referees try and put it on a little bit just to get the message out to the other players? You know, that's the last one. You know, don't do it again. The bit of the finger pointing, just the authority. That's a bit of
I think you have to
showboating, right?
I think you have to ask them, to be honest.
So you don't like being controversial, do you, Paul?
Well, you know, here's Vanessa Reid. Great ball over the top for Stockdale. Can she get a shot in? She can. Oh. Fantastic save. What a thing. But with the follow-up, it's just gone wide. And once again, Metro just make a chance out of seemingly nothing. They're just so switched on.
Great touch there by Laura. I mean, excellent control. Any player would love to have a touch like that. Bring it down and get your shot off on your second touch.
Great save also by the Adelaide City keeper, Willa C. Well done.
Oh, she might have kept them in the game because at the moment, Metro looking like a team who have got a lot more goals in them. Here's Christy Moore. What an influence she's having. What a tough player she is to deal with. Of course, former Matilda. Also played for England. Very unusual to play for two different countries. But Christy Moore, she's here, and we're very lucky to see her play, I've got to say. One of the greats of recent times. Ball has been cleared out for City by Di Bartolo, dropping back. Here's Frances Gilly. She's got the throw-in. No, it's gone the other way to Nicholas.
Nicholas now with the throw-in for Adelaide City to Di Bartolo and straight back to Nicholas. Nicholas will try and turn her opponent in Dodd and wins the throw-in for City. Would have thought the easier option was there to play it back to the keeper and reset, but she took a risk and has managed to throw in. Referee calling her back 5 yards.
I think City need to make those decisions a little bit earlier. They're keeping the ball a little bit too long, and Metro are just pressing so hard that it's forcing errors.
Free kick to City in the middle of the park. But can they get a chance in here? Will Scalzi go in long? No one's offering short, so that's probably where it's going to go. Can she find one of the forwards? It's not badly done, but it's going to be easy for the keeper in the end. No one was able to get a meaningful touch, and Baltrop is able to get the ball out early to Lauren Steer. Now, what's she got ahead of her? She's got Cockayne ahead of her. She's got Christy Moore ahead of her. Both sides have done well down the left. That's a great take on by Cockayne, but unfortunately she's lost it. Darlin Flight did just enough to make sure she had to go around her.
27.5 minutes gone in this grand final. It is 1-0 to Metro United. It is now the Adelaide City right back in Dalen Flight with the throw-in. She throws it in, and it's fallen again to Stockdale. She's starting to run things in that midfield there for Metro Stockdale. Adelaide City need to get her out of the game if they want to play the ball through the middle of the park. Metro now switching it out wide to Roxy Dodd. Roxy Dodd, plenty of time once she gets her foot on the ball. Plays an easy pass back. No, she tries to go back inside. Maybe the wrong option and loses possession. Adelaide City now with a chance to break. Great touch there by Bassett, but unfortunately for her, it fell again to Metro. And Metro now with a chance here with Roxy Dodd. Roxy Dodd plays in her striker in Christy Moore. Christy Moore is called offside by the linesman. That is a close one.
That would have been a close decision. Very close decision.
Very close decision. We might get a chance to have a look at that in a second. And that was a very, very tight decision there. Let's have a look here. As you can see, Metro put the ball up beautifully. It will fall to Roxy Dodd. Roxy Dodd plays Christy Moore through and probably just offside, but only just there for Metro.
Don't know about that. I think that was pretty close.
Benefit of the doubt to the referees, Paul.
Here's Dodd. She's had a lively start like a lot of her team has, but the ball's been turned over and Di Bartolo has it. She can now put McLeod through on the left. Now, can they get a cross in and get some numbers in the middle? No, they can't. Really well defended by Wiedenbach. And it's going to be a throw in to Adelaide City. So far, they just haven't been able to get that ball in to really create a huge chance for them. Here's Nicholas again. She's having a great battle with Dodd. Can she find Durier? Goes over her, tries to get it to McLeod. Great effort in trying to get through, but now it falls to Campagnoli. Can Georgia have a shot? She can, but that's easy for Beautrop. Plucks it out. Campagnoli, we know she can shoot from distance. She can score. She's scored a lot of goals this season. 8 from 21 games, and she doesn't really play as an out-and-out forward, so that's a pretty good return for a midfielder.
Yeah, definitely. Georgia has an absolute great boot on her. She can hit it from anywhere, and great accuracy as well. So Metro's keeper KB there, she did really well to pick that out. She made it look easy.
Francescilli now with the ball. Looks again for Roxy Dodd. Roxy Dodd is causing a lot of headaches here for Adelaide City. The goal scorer, great 1-2 there with her midfielder. She's pushing pressure on the defender again in Scalzi for Adelaide City, but calm and composed by the captain. And back to her keeper in Willisey, and they will reset here at Adelaide City. Roxy Dodd is giving them some headaches here, folks. She is the goal scorer. She was the goal scorer. A great run through the middle there, and she tapped the past the keeper to make Metro go up 1-0 and causing a lot of grief for Adelaide City defenders. Now it's back with the Metro defenders, and they clear it, but it falls to Nicholas. Nicholas cuts back inside. Looking for an option is Nicholas. Plays it really well to feet. That looks like it's Bassett up the top there. Bassett now plays it to Di Bartolo. Di Bartolo looking for an option. She goes for the cross. That's a great cross by Di Bartolo. Excellent there by Wiedenbach, the captain of Metro. Really good clearance, and it is now with Cockayne. Cockayne on the far side, looking for an option. Plays in Christy Moore. Great defending there by McNamara. Matilda McNamara, great stuff there. Plays it inside. Now it's full for Adelaide City. They're a chance here. Di Bartolo looking to be played through, but it's cleared again by the Metro defenders, and Adelaide City will reset.
So it's Scalzi now. She's got a bit of time. She's looked for some movement in front of her. She's looked for Durier. She ignores that lead. Now, great little thing. Di Bartolo, she's tried to put through Bassett, but didn't quite get that far. But they've still got the ball with McLeod. But again, it's been lost. And again, here's the chance for a break. And Stockdale puts through more. Scalzi's been able to get back, and Stockdale's just going to have to hold it up. But that danger again of the break. And Stockdale and Moore, such a good understanding. Now, the ball's come out to Reed. She's got Steer on the left-hand side. What can Steer build? She's a dangerous player too. She can take them on. She tries. But there's too many bodies in the end, and it's cleared. Now it's Cockayne. Oh, great turn there by Lauren Steer. Now, can she get the ball in? No. Great tackle, Matilda McNamara. Adelaide United teammates during the summer. McNamara read that situation really, really well. And now it's back with Reed of Metro. And they're just controlling play really, really well for Scalzi. But she's given it away. And now there's a chance for a break. Now it's Di Bartolo. Can she put a ball through for McLeod? Francescilli was always getting there first. And the ball's cleared again by Beautrop. And it nearly found its way through to Christy Moore, but it's going to break for Metro anyway. And Roxy Dodd's on the overlap. And she gets a good first touch. Can she finish, Roxy Dodd? Oh! She nearly made it too, but a very good save by Willisey. Willisey came out really well there.
Yeah, definitely. Very confident goalkeeper, very capable. She made her decision and she went through with it, and that's important as a goalkeeper. Once you make your decision, you just got to go for it.
She was an understudy to Melissa Barbieri the season before last at Adelaide United.
Well,
not a bad person to learn a bit from.
If you're going to learn your trade from someone, it might as well be one of the greatest keepers that Australia has seen in Melissa Barbieri. It is now a corner here for Metro. They will be Stockdale to take that. It is 1-0 here for Metro United. Roxy Dodd, the goal scorer for them.
Metro have been very effective on corners. They've scored quite a few goals through the season on corners, so City will be very aware of that and working to make sure that they don't score.
And they've done that exactly right, Chantal. They've done that really well there. Adelaide City now breaking after controlling that corner quite well. It has fallen to Bassett. Bassett now. She fouled out there on the far side. Referee's not given a free kick. In fact, it is a throw-in for Adelaide City. Adelaide City now throws it inside. Di Bartolo, she's their danger player. She's definitely been looked for quite a bit. It's a long clearance by Metro, looking for that dangerous striker in Christy Moore, but it's controlled again beautifully by Scalzi, who's playing the captain's role here, controlling the back line for a team, providing the impetus, trying to get Adelaide City back into this game, that's for sure. It's back with Scalzi now. Scalzi with the ball for City. Adelaide City looking for an option. It's fallen out there to McLeod. McLeod cuts back inside. She's fouled. The referee doesn't see it that way.
Not given.
She was definitely fouled there. That's a bit unlucky there for the number 19 for Adelaide City, McLeod. She was definitely fouled, but the referee has given a throw-in.
So Nicholas now gets to Di Bartolo. Well defended again by Franceschilli. That's another really good battle between a winger and a fullback in this game. It's going to be Nicholas again. Bit more movement in front of her, but Duria is where it goes to McLeod. She tries to get it back, but really well defended there by Franceschilli. Now it's come out to Roxy Dodd again. Now she's got Scalzi for company. She finds Christy Moore, but good tackle by Matilda McNamara. Gets it back to Nicholas. Now what can City do? Di Bartolo's been the normal outlet. It goes a little bit further this time to McLeod. Now to Di Bartolo. Now the turn from... Duria there. No, she can't get the ball out. Now it's with Atkins. Atkins trying to get a pass through to Bassett. Bassett tried to flick it on, but it's broken down again. And now one of these Metro dangerous counter-attacks is on the burst, but that wasn't the ball that Christy Moore wanted. Played through there by Lauren Steer, and it's going to return to Adelaide City.
35 minutes gone in the grand final between Metro United and Adelaide City. It is Metro United 1-0. It's now Scalzi for City. Scalzi bringing the ball forward, looking for a long option, tries to play Di Bartolo. It's easily controlled there by the right back in Franceschilli for Metro. Franceschilli plays it out, and Metro again looking to break really with a lot of impetus. Scalzi again though really controlling it, and now it's City with the ball on the right hand side. Campagnoli trying to play Di Bartolo. Looks like Di Bartolo has gone to the top of that forward three. It's Roxy Dodd with the break for Metro, but that will run too long for her. Looks like Di Bartolo's gone to that top of that forward three for Adelaide City, with McLeod coming out to the left-hand side.
She's really got a great feel for the game in the penalty area, Di Bartolo, so it's probably not a bad decision to make. If there are any scraps in there, she'll be the first person to bounce on it. And now she's just pounced on this ball here, beating Scalzi to it, but that wasn't quite the ball that Bassett wanted. Another attack breaks down. And here's Steer at left back. Steer's got Cockayne in front of her. And that's where it goes. Just keeping their foot on the ball. Reed in space in the middle. Now, is she going to go with the overlap? No, she's going to try to put a great ball over for Stockdale. Stockdale can have a shot. And really well defended there by Scalzi in the end. But terrific ball. And Stockdale once again. It's either her or Christy Moore or Roxy Dodd, and even Cockayne. And you just don't know where the threat's going to come from.
But great recovery there from Scalzi. She's having a great 15 minutes here. She has repelled attack after attack for Metro. Playing that real captain's game, as we said. And another, the ball went over the top and she recovered in time. It's now Stockdale with the corner for Metro. She swings that in. Great corner. Well defended by Adelaide City, and they'll get a goal kick. The Metro United players asking for a corner there, but referee saw it as a goal kick, and it will be Willisey, the goalkeeper, with the goal kick for Adelaide City.
She looks ahead of her. Campagnoli, she's come a little bit more central, but won by Metro. It's only... But, oh, geez, another turnover from City. That time it was by Alison Atkins. The ball's come out to Dodd on the right-hand side. City have players back, but Christy Moore's on the move. She finds Stockdale in the middle, playing a fantastic game. She gets the ball out wide. Now it's with... ball has broken down, but Stockdale nearly wins it back. But City now have a little bit of a chance. Can they just get some control? And that's been the problem for City in a lot of this game. Whenever the ball has broken their way at moments like that, just haven't been able to keep their foot on it, and Steer was able to put it out for a throw-in.
The Adelaide City coach has definitely decided to try and change things up. Deep Altole is now on the right-hand side, with Durieux coming to the left-hand side for Adelaide City. So see how that goes for them. They'll try and use probably the right-hand side and get Deep Altole cutting in on her left foot for a couple, shots at goals rather than crosses maybe on that right-hand side. Good move, Chantel, do you think?
Yeah, well, as you can see, Georgia Campagnoli's come into the midfield again. And Paul, you mentioned at the start of the game, that's kind of where she comes into her own. So hopefully she can grab this game and get a bit more control just before half-time.
Throw in for Metro. It'll be Lauren Steer, the Adelaide United player, who's playing for Metro tonight, of course. Their left back, long throw in, swung easily by City. They bring the ball down to Aikens. Aikens does well to try and win the ball, but she's given away a free kick in the process, and it'll be Metro United with a free kick just at the halfway mark. It is 39 minutes into this WNPL Grand Final here at the Elite Systems Football Stadium. That'll be a yellow card for Scousey, the captain of Adelaide City. That's not a yellow card you want to get when you're playing.
That's probably for the accumulation of what happened before and that particular foul I
think she kicked the ball away. I'll just mention quickly, Paul, just down in front of us here, we've got Damien Maury and Paul Pezos. Rumour is that Paul Pezos might be the new coach of the W League team, Adelaide United W League team. Of course, their coach, Mark Johns, was today appointed as the Newcastle coach. So Adelaide United looking for a coach, and the rumour is it is Paul Pezos, and he is definitely here watching. So that's interesting to see that.
Spiro is a man with his finger on the pulse. He's a man about town, and he knows people.
Look, I won't take credit for it. Someone told me, okay?
That's what I said. You know people. Oh, dear. Now City with the ball at the back, under pressure. Can they get a clearance? It's going to be a throw-in for Metro, and once again Stockdale causing all sorts of problems for them.
Looks like your former teammate here, Chantel, Lauren Steer, is coming up to take this free kick. She got a decent left peg on her?
She does. I think this
is
a
throw-in. Sorry, I thought it was a free kick. I apologise. Well, she obviously throws the ball in, that's for sure. She throws it in there to Stockdale. Stockdale now with the ball. Again, it's Scalzi, I believe, out there. No, I apologise. That's Dallin Flight with the great defending, and Adelaide City win the throw. Steer knocks it back, another throw-in for Adelaide City on the far side.
Dallin Flight now tries to get the ball into Campagnoli, but it's again Stockdale. Well won back. All very tight in there, but Campagnoli is going to get the free kick, and Adelaide City are going to get the chance to move forward. We're into the last 5 minutes of the first half. It's been an interesting first half. Certainly Metro have been the better side. They've been better on the counter-attack, and they've been better on holding on to the ball, but City have shown that if they can build their attacks right, then there's certainly a chance at scoring. Now, a bit of pressure at the back now. There's a bit of a turnover. Now Nicholas on the overlap. Will she get the ball? No, that's not where it goes. And now Roxy Dodd has a chance, but it's going to be Scalzi who cuts it off.
Great control.
Scalzi now, good composure. But, she's given it away. Reed was in the way. Stockdale as well, battling away with Durieux. Now it comes back to Nicholas. She tries to turn around Dodd, and back to Scalzi. It's all very tight in there. Campagnoli has given it away, and Cockayne could run onto it, but Willisey was alive to it, and just as well.
Just a reminder that at half-time we will have an interview with ex-Matilda and now FFA General Manager of Women's Football, Sarah Walsh. That'll be conducted by Andrew at half-time. Make sure you don't go anywhere. That'll be a great interview with Sarah Walsh.
She's barely finished playing, and she's a General Manager at FFA of Women's Football, which is fantastic. I only think she still playing in the W League about 3 years ago, to be honest. There's Cockayne trying to get the ball into more. Great touch, Stockdale! Goal!
Beautiful strike there.
Magnificent!
Definitely. Beautiful strike there. Hit it. Probably best connection you can get. I mean, gone straight through it, off the top post.
Once again, a magnificent combination between Moore and Stockdale. She knew where she was. The touch on was absolutely perfect, Spiro.
If we're being honest, that's probably what Metro deserve. They've really put pressure on Adelaide City after their first goal. Goals always nicer, aren't they, when they come off the bar a little bit. This is a little bit more special. That's a great first touch.
Let's have a look at the replay. Again. Cockayne, she did really, really well to get the ball in, and a fantastic touch by Moore. And what about that for a finish? That's an absolute rocket.
That's an absolute peach, as they'd say, Paul. A peach. 2-0 here to Metro United. It is the 43rd minute of this PlayStation 4 WNPL Grand Final. 2-0 to Metro United. First goal scorer Roxy Dodd, and now Stockdale with an absolute thunderbolt. First touch, top corner, 2-0 Metro. And it is the captain now, Scalzi, the Adelaide City captain, looking to get her team back in, trying to create something from the back. She's by far their best player tonight, and she's played it back to her goalkeeper in Willisey. Willisey now looking for an option, goes long. It's fallen to the striker in Bassett. Bassett, bit of a heavy touch there. Plays it though easily to Atkins. Atkins now to Durieux. Durieux with a great first touch there to the overlapping fullback in Nicholas. Nicholas now looking for an option for Adelaide City. Swings it brilliantly in. It's fallen to Bassett. Just overran it for Adelaide City. It's a bit of their story their first half. They're getting the right spots. They're just lacking that last touch. And it's a quick break straight away from Metro.
And now it's Dodd again. Dodd, she's got a lot of players in front of her, well defended there by Matilda McNamara. She hasn't had a bad game, but goodness me, they can tear you apart so easily with their movement. See, Cockane's and Dodd have swapped yet again, and Stockdale's gone to the point of attack. So Metro United just rotating their forwards around. Chantel, when you played against Metro, is this something that you really have to be alive to as a defender?
Of course, of course. When strikers move around, it's very hard to defend. You're looking out for one player, and next minute they're over the opposite side of the field. Again, it comes down to that communication. You need to be telling each other that players are moving around, where they're going, where they are. Otherwise, they just get too much space.
Frances Gilly with a great run forward. Oh, she's tried to go all the way. She's still got the ball despite Scalzi's tackle. It go back to Reed, but City are able to clear their great run by the fullback. And City just cannot get on the ball, but good pressure here. It's a free kick's been given away though, so it's Reed. Reed tries to put Dodd through, but McMahon, oh, she's lost it. Now it's Dodd again. You don't want to do that. Is she going to get back onto her right foot? Moore's looking for the ball. Good recovery from Darlin Flight. Oh, great little ball through for Stockdale. It's gone out for a corner. Gee, you're really sensing that City are really feeling the pressure, and if they're not careful, they go into the sheds 3-0 down. That would just be game over for the second half.
Look, 2-0 is achievable, but 3-0 will make it hard. So you'd expect Adelaide City to want to clear this quickly. We are just getting into the 45th and probably final minute. 1 minute of injury time indeed on the clock here at Elite Systems Football Centre. So this could be the last play of the first half. You wouldn't want to concede here for Adelaide City. I tell you what, though, if Metro get one, they're going to go in looking like champions. But it's easily cleared in the end by Campagnoli. It's fallen back, though, to the Metro player. She's going to swing that in. Great cross. It's fallen to McNamara. McNamara did well to clear it. And now Metro won the ball back again. It is Dodd. Dodd with the ball at her feet. She shoots. Great save again from Willisey. Well done to the goalkeeper there.
Tell you what, Willisey's made a couple of saves which have prevented the game from getting worse. So here's Bassett. Can she win? No, but ball has won well. Now it's Wiedenbach, but she's going to lose out to Scalzi. Scalzi now, what can she do? She's just got nothing in front of her. And it's cut out there by Cremasco. Metro are just playing so well at the moment. They're winning everything, and City just can't keep control of the ball for long enough. Here's Di Bartolo. Can she do something? She's won a throw. Oh, if they could get one back now, you never know. But City under heaps of pressure, and they've won a free kick.
Here's that chance.
Here's the chance.
Georgia Campagnoli will take this one. I'd say she'll probably try and swing it into the back post and get on the head. I think City need to be careful with that, though, because Metro are quite strong in the air in their back line. So maybe in the second half they need to look to try and change it up. And maybe try and get the ball on the ground a little bit more.
There's a chance here for City to scramble in the box. A great shot, great save by the Metro goalkeeper in Baltrop. Wow, did that need some saving there? We'll have a look at that in a moment. Opportunity here for Adelaide City. It fell to them in the box. Hack clearance there for Metro United, and it fell to their number 11 in Durieux, and a great save from the Metro keeper, keeping it at 2-0 for her team. That's the opportunity Adelaide City wanted going into the half.
This is going to have to be the last play because we're nearly into the end of the second minute. Campagnoli is going to take the corner. Can City pull one back? Give themselves a bigger shout in the second half. And it's going to be cleared away. No. A big chance now. Oh, good save. Brilliantly saved again by Baltrop. That time it was Darlin Flight. And it's half-time at the Elite Systems Football Centre, and Metro have survived a late scare there, but I would say they're really good value for their 2-0 lead in this PlayStation 4 Women's NPL Grand Final.
Chantel's going to run off for a bit, folks. She's got some obligations.
She literally is going to run off.
She's part of the 100-metre sprint at half-time here at the Grand Final. So we'll review this first half and preview the second half. Paul and I and Andrew. Andrew will be down with Sarah Walsh very, very shortly. Paul, Metro, as you said, deservedly 2-0 leaders here at halftime, but Adelaide City just showed enough in those last couple moments there that they can get back into the game.
Well, I think the set pieces might be a big chance for them. They certainly had a couple of really, really good deliveries, particularly from Campagnale. And if they can get the ball down to the ground, as you can see, a couple of magnificent saves out of Boltrop in that last minute or two. Look, that might really be their best avenue, because in general play, they just haven't been able to get their foot on the ball enough. And of course they could come out in the second half and fix a lot of those problems that they've had in trying to get some control in the game. But at this stage they've really struggled to keep their foot on the ball.
They do have Dragana Kaljic on the bench. She scored 5 goals in 16 games for Adelaide City, so she might be an option for them if they're looking for goals. But apart from Di Bartolo, their forward three are struggling a little bit. But what about their efforts, before we talk about Metro and their work, what about their efforts of their captain in Scalzi? She's been great in defence for them. A barrage of attacks from Metro.
It has been, and I think individually there's been a couple of mistakes that have caused a couple of turnovers for City. It's been a very difficult job for them in trying to deal with all the switching that the very strong Metro forwards do, and all those fast breaks and overlaps. I mean, as a defender, your job isn't really helped much if your midfielders and your forwards are losing the ball and creating a turnover, as we saw happen so many times, and you end up getting wrong-footed. So this is where the problem really has been for City. As I said, they've been forced into error by some of that excellent counter-attacking play.
Let's talk quickly about Metro before Andrew has that interview with the new FFA General Manager of Women's Football, Sarah Walsh. And next, Matilda, a legend in our game. We'll bring that to you very, very shortly. Quickly on Metro United. Deserved 2-0 winners. Started the game
leaders.
on fire.
It's not over
leaders,
yet.
sorry, I apologise. Deserved 2-0 leaders. Started the game really well. They went quiet for a little bit, but gee, after they scored their first goal, just really dominated that half.
Yeah, that last 15 or 20 minutes, with the exception of the very last minute or two, which was very good for City, except that they couldn't force the a ball in to get one goal back. They were really, really strong in that period.
All right, folks, it is half-time here in the WNPL Grand Final. We're going to throw now to Andrew on the ground, who's going to have that interview with the new FFA General Manager of Women's Football, Sarah Walsh.
Because I don't want to miss a thing, okay? Because what a career. 67 games for the Matildas, as we're at... I got it wrong. Well, they told me 70, and I Googled again, and it said 67. Hang on, we have some difficulty. We're good to go? So, okay, let's go again, okay. So, 75 games for the Matildas. It said you're 31 goals, so you're third highest goal scorer, unless someone in Rio sort of overtook you. 2004 Olympics, 2006 Asian Cup, 2007 World Cup. You played in the United States of America. Came back to the Sydney Footy Club, played for the Western Sydney Wanderers, and then thought, okay, all is enough, and now I'll take on the head honcho role of women's footy in Australia. So welcome, Sarah, and did I get that right?
It was, it was pretty spot on. Yeah, absolutely. I've obviously given back to the game in a development space now, so do a little bit of commentary with Fox Sports, which is good too. So it's really good to get to a game like this. Really excited that the WNPL is now under that badge, and obviously we'll lift the standards of the league here. So I've seen a really good game here tonight.
Yeah, it sure is. And also something really that intrigued me. Obviously you played a lot of sport as a kid, but you had 2 or 3 knee recons by the time you were 18 years old.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to pay for that now, and I wonder if it was worth it. And absolutely, the 10 years I played with the national team was a lot of fun. I met a lot of friends, and obviously brought me to where I am today. So, but yeah, it's hard getting downstairs sometimes, but yeah, they're all right.
And I've got some other things here for you, okay? Nickname Stinger.
Okay, Stinger. I don't think that's I don't think that's appropriate for you. Yeah, it's just had a bit of an incident with a stinger in the sea. That's the short version. Yeah.
Okay, very good. And you're a bit of a prankster.
A little bit of a prankster, yeah. I think, I've grown up a lot. I think you're probably talking about a 20-year-old Walshy there. Sometimes the tournaments overseas are quite long. We're away for 7 weeks at a time, so always trying to find things to fill in time.
Crazy hairstyles and your zinc cream and
and I think it's all I'm 33 now. I think to be semi-official in my new role, so but I guess speaking to that, I think especially South Australian football's come in leaps and bounds with the A-League, the W League team, really excited about the W League coming up. I think that especially this year, especially now that Adelaide United have actually taken that over, the Football Federation here has done a really good job the last, 9 seasons to be able to get it to where, get it to the position it's in now. So I'm really excited to see what the club will do taking over, and I'm hearing a lot of really good players are signing this year. So.
And I've got to say, I mean, the game has just come on in leaps and bounds. I mean, there was probably some form, if I really assessed it myself and said the physicality, but the girls have just lifted their strength, the power of their kicking, the goalkeeping. The standards just lifted enormously. And again, watching in Rio, it was an absolute pleasure to watch.
Yeah, I think, especially with the Matildas, I think they've gone up to another level, and that's reflected in their ranking at the moment. They were 5th before they went into Rio, which is, who would ever thought that the Matildas would be ranked 5th in the world. But I think that's filtered down to the W League as well. It's just around professionalism, so the coaching, the coaches that are involved. The length of season is the same, but in terms of their pre-season, their strength and conditioning, nutrition, support services around the team have changed. There's extra demand on the players now to be fitter and stronger, as you just said, but I think technically the matches have really gone from strength to strength. And I've commentated the games for the last 4 or 5 years, and the football is just getting better and better, and much easier to call because the football just speaks for itself.
And it's super popular, so therefore, from the grassroots and the career path to get to the Matildas, what's that looking like?
I think it's exciting. When you look at, you can play mini-roos for the young girls, 4 to 11 now. A young girl in South Australia now can turn up to a match like this with 1,000 people watching the game, with a real... a real opportunity to play in the W League and be seen on national television, Fox Sports and free-to-air ABC, really have a genuine chance to make the Matildas. And they're obviously being broadcasted now, it's brought it all, a lot smaller. Alan Stadgic gets out, the Matildas head coach gets out to most games, but if he can't, he's watching it on TV. So I think that if you're a really good player, there's a genuine chance that you can make it to the top. It's just so visible these days.
Yeah, and how are you finding the administrative side after coming from obviously a world of playing, and coaching never sort of interested you?
It didn't. I think that's probably we do have a lot of female players, former players that turn to coaching, but I wasn't that kind of player. I didn't really think about the game like I probably should have actually. I more played on instinct, someone like Lisa Devana. But for me, I was always interested in the books, and I did my business degree, my marketing degree throughout whilst I was playing, so I was always interested to, develop the game better. So I'm fortunate enough to be able to work on the W League at the moment. We have a working group with the PFA, and we're looking to see where we can take it over the next 3-4 years, and really exciting things happening in that space. So get a lot of satisfaction out of it that way.
Yeah, and I was intrigued with you that you sort of mentioned that you were a youngster in the Matildas when you first came in and had some strong players around you, and how influential they were towards you and helping you sort of forge your career. What sort of advice can you give to the young kids setting out, embarking on their careers?
Well, I think they probably won't like me to say, and it's very cliche, but I think you really need to keep some kind of balance when you're playing football. A lot of people talk about, you've got to have study to back you up if you don't, when you finish playing football, and have something to fall back on. Obviously you can make a career out of football, but obviously your football career is only a small window. So I would say that the better footballers in our Matildas squad are actually studying part-time. They walk away from the football field, they do their rehab, they do everything right, nutrition, strength and conditioning, but then they also into the books so they can have some kind of escape from football, because the more balanced footballer you are, in terms of your work-life balance, I think you perform better on the field. And I would say that have something outside of football, whether it's school, if you're a youngster, or if it's work.
Fantastic, and you've watched the first half here. What's your thoughts?
Well, I think it's been really exciting, actually. There's obviously Metro have had more of the chances, more of the possession. They've got Christy Moore, who could still play in the W League. I'm not sure if she's going to, so it'll be exciting to see if she's going to put her hand up for that. I believe she's been out. She had a baby, or is that correct? All right, me neither. I'll throw that out there. Stockdale, her excellent second goal, great finish. There's a lot of good players here that I hope that might trial for the W League. I've liked Bassett for Adelaide City. She hasn't had a lot of ball. She hasn't had a lot of service, but I think she's been really good. It's been really exciting, so I wouldn't discount Adelaide City at this point.
Well, it's been a pleasure having a bit of football royalty here with us, Sarah. So, and good luck with your career, obviously, in trying to set the Women's League on their way and continue its growth. And thanks for your time and having a chat.
Thank you.
Good on you.
That was Sarah Walsh, great former Matilda, now with the FFA as General Manager of Women's Football. I was just thinking it wasn't that long ago that I was watching her play at Hindmarsh in the Asian Cup for the Matildas, but it was actually 2006 now that I think about it. It was actually exactly 10 years ago.
That's because you're old, Paul.
Thanks, Spiro. I was probably setting myself up for that, didn't I? But no, she's fantastic to see her in that position. And, of course, another former Matilda, Moya Dodd, is trying to get herself elected at the moment to the FIFA Executive Council. That would be good for Australia and good for the women's game.
Andrew touched on it a little bit in his interview there with Sarah, but the women's game has come in leaps and bounds over the last, 5 or 6 years, Paul. I mean, we started commentating the women's game this year. I think it would be fair to say that we were genuinely surprised with the quality of footballers running around. It personally caught me off guard, and I think we've seen another example of that tonight. There are some fantastic footballers.
Definitely, and I think when, we did that last year and did the Adelaide United home game commentary, before that I'd go to the occasional game. I wouldn't go week in, week out, but there's certainly a good lifting of the standard that has happened in the last couple of years, no question of that. Hopefully we'll see some of the great players that came to Australia last year as well to play with the fantastic players that we have here, that particularly from the United States. We had a lot of terrific imports from there for our W League season.
We should mention that Adelaide City has made a change at half-time. They have taken off 2 changes. Thank you. Chantel is back. I don't know how you managed to run 100 metres. You ran down the stairs, you ran the 100 metres, ran back, all in a half-time break. I sat here and I was tired. One of the changes was Durieux. She's come off for Ali Ladas. So that's 11 for 6 for those of you watching at home. 11 for 6. Durieux for Ali Ladas. Now, Ali Ladas has played 18 games and scored 6 goals for Adelaide City this season, and we'll confirm that second change for you as soon as we can. For that first one,
looks like Atkins has come on for Matilda McNamara. 13 for 3.
Atkins had started.
Sorry. Atkins is definitely off, though, Andrew. You are absolutely correct. But we'll just isolate who she's come off for. Atkins is definitely off the park.
That's Matilda on the ball now.
The 2 players off for Adelaide City are definitely Atkins and Durieux. One of the replacements is Ali Ladas, and we'll just quickly work out who the second one is and we'll get it straight to you here as we now are fully into this second half. It is 2-0 to Metro, and it is Matilda McNamara who is fouled in her defensive line, and Adelaide City will have the free kick.
Willisey's going to come up and take it. She tries to get it through, but again, no control on the ball, but it will fall for City this time with McLeod. McLeod, though, she can't get the ball through. Now they've got another chance. It's coming out to their right back in Darlin Flight. She's had a tough start to the game because of Metro's switching. Georgia Campagnoli laid it off to Scalzi. Scalzi to Nicholas. She tried to get the ball out to... now I think we've got who the new player is. It's Dragana Klajic. She's come on for Atkins, and that was her just then.
Well, that makes sense for Adelaide City. They brought in 2 ladies who have scored 12 goals during the season, so they're obviously going to go for it here, City. They have to, because they are 2-0 down. If you are just joining us here on our live stream, it is 2-0 to Metro United. The goal scorers for Metro United were Dodd and Stockdale in the first half. Metro were the better team, but Adelaide City definitely had some chances, and they are not out of this at all here at the Elite Systems Football Centre. I've got to say that I'm not surprised that Adelaide City have gone with those changes, but they do leave themselves obviously a little bit.
They need to attack. They're going to leave themselves open, and this is the danger. It's the quick ball out to Christy Moore. She brings the ball back in now to Cremasco. Haven't called her name a lot, but she's been incredibly effective. Here's Reid. Reid to Stockdale. Can she get a shot in? She just tried to dink it through in the end. Thought might have got a free kick, but against McNamara, but not given. So Willisey now. We've just played 2 and a bit minutes in the second half. She tries to find Durier. She tries to get the flick on, but it's going to fall for Stockdale again. Over to Moore. Geez, we're going to call that all night, I think. Moore and Stockdale. Try to play the 1-2. It's worked out really well. Moore can get across in now for Dodd. Oh, well cut out by McNamara, and she really got control of the ball beautifully there and played it out to Nicholas, and she's got a bit of space to run into. Nicholas now. Stockdale coming up towards her. It's intercepted by Cremasco. Now it's fallen back again for Lattice, just onto the field. She tries to get through. Oh, that's just too much pressure there. She's facing 2 players, and now Steer brings the ball forward. She brings it over to Cockayne, tries to get the overlap. Adelaide City are going to win the throw thanks to Darlin Flight's intervention.
Darlin Flight now with the throw in for Adelaide City. Plays it inside to Di Bartolo. Di Bartolo with the ball, looking for her strikers, but it's cut out brilliantly there by Cremasco. Cremasco plays a quick ball up forward. Now it's Dodd. Dodd with an excellent pass. Here we go for Metro. It is more great defending there by the Adelaide United captain in Sculls. She's having a great game back there for Adelaide City, and she got rid of that quite easily in the end. Now, though, it's Metro again, controlling that midfield, really. It's fallen to their number 26 in Cremasco. Cremasco had a quiet first half. She's lost possession in dangerous position. Here goes Di Bartolo. Di Bartolo with the ball at her feet. She's a danger player. Great ball forward, but it's cut out by the defender in Wiedenbach for Metro, and then she is fouled. No, the referee does not see that as a foul. In fact, he says that the ball was won clearly and it will be a throw-in for Metro.
Great play by Susan Bassett there. She effected the turnover with a great chase, and then she got up and sprinted to receive the return, and then she even did a great piece of defensive work there, but unfortunately it's not going to come to any more than that. Steer brings the ball forward to Cockayne right in front of the commentary position. She brings the ball back to Wiedenbach, plays the 1-2, now forward to Steer. Steer with the back heel, but it's going to go out, and it did take a touch, so it's going to be a Metro throw, and she's going to take it right in front of us here in the left back position. She's going to look for Christy Moore with the long throw. It's not going to get far enough, or is it? Now headed away from McNamara. Darlin Flight, though, she's lost out to Cockayne. Cockayne tried to put over Christy Moore, and it just went a little bit too far.
Tell us a little bit about Clayich and Lattice, who's come on for Adelaide City. Chantal, you would have played against these ladies. What do they bring to the team?
I haven't had too much experience with these 2 players. I do know Dragana Clayich is a very dominant player. You hear her name come up all the time in the soccer circles. So, I mean, if you're getting mentioned that much, you've got to have something about you. Ali Lattice, she, again, dominant player in the midfield. Don't know too much about her. But I'm sure she will bring a lot to this Adelaide City team.
Stockdale now with the ball, plays it out wide to her midfielder, defensive right back, It's Stockdale, it's full of Stockdale. Another shot in Cremasco. What a goal for Metro. That is a brilliant goal by Cremasco. The number 26 for Metro United makes it 3-0 with a great shot from just inside the 18-yard box. That makes it very hard now for Adelaide City, but what a goal. An absolute scorcher by the defensive midfielder Cremasco. That's the second belter of the game for Metro, and they are now 3-0 up against Adelaide City in this grand final.
Yeah, just great composure on the ball there. Popped up for her, and she just hit it calm, composed, away from the keeper. Exactly what you want.
Tell you what, that was some terrific play on the right-hand side from Franceschilli to get past a couple of players, to get the ball to Dodd. And the spill out came to Cremasco, and she's finished it beautifully. And gee whiz, City are in a lot of trouble at 3-0 down, and they really just don't look like a team that's got 3 goals in them, I've got to say. And you can see the frustration on Georgia Campagnoli's face as she comes towards the commentary position. Her Adelaide United teammate from the summer, Lauren Steers, got the throw. Now Stockdale tried to take on Darlin Flight, and she's going to win the throw in. Metro United, they are on course for the Premiership and Championship double, and to retain the title, it would be their 3rd in just 10 years of existence. They've done fantastic things since their formation in 2006. They've been a real pace setter along with Adelaide City. Now they're trying to go further ahead with Stockdale, but the ball's been won. Christine Moore wins it back though, and she goes past several players to get to Cockayne. Great take on of Darlin Flight, but in the end it was well cleaned up there by McNamara. Now very tight, but she's played a really good one too. Tried to get the ball to Bassett really well, read by Wiedenbach, and now it's going to go back to Willisey in the City goal.
Clearance there by the Adelaide City goalkeeper. Won by Bassett. Flicked on really well to Di Bartolo. Great defending there by Metro and cleared. Well done there by the goalkeeper, Baltrop, to clear that. Those are the dangerous ones. They sometimes skid on you. They sometimes take an awkward bounce. Not so much on the artificial surface, of course, but she did really well to clear that without any threat. And it will be a throw-in for Adelaide City. Adelaide City really pushing it now. 3-0 down. It's... You know, it can happen. We were here not long ago for a game where a team came back from a similar scoreline, so it's not impossible, but they have to get one soon. That's a great through ball there by Stockdale, but just a little bit too much on it for their striker and more, and it's back with the Adelaide City goalkeeper now.
Can you see any way back, Chantel?
Not unless City makes some drastic changes, I don't think, Paul. I think one of the main differences between these two teams has just been in the defence. Metro have won it in their defence by pressuring City as soon as they get the ball. When you watch Metro get the ball, City are just too far away. It's giving Metro time on the ball to look up and play those balls through, and they just have dominance.
Lauren Steer now at left back. She's got Cockayne in front of her, but heavy touch by her there, and it's been well won by McLeod. McLeod now tries to get it into the new player in Lattice. Well, new in the sense that she's just come onto the field. Now it's McLeod again. She's got a lot of Metro players behind her. Darlin Flight, Lattice, Campagnale now trying to put the ball over, but there's too much on it. And it's going to run away from Bassett.
54 minutes gone in this PlayStation 4 WNPL Grand Final between Metro United and Adelaide City. It is Metro 3, Adelaide City 0. They'll build up the play again through a throw in here, Metro United. They are in control of this game now. They could probably sit back a little bit and just let Adelaide City expose their defence a little bit more as they push to get some goals back. But, you know, if you're an Adelaide City supporter and you're following us here on this live stream, don't be too disheartened. You have had chances. You had some great chances in the second, towards the latter end of the first half. So you're not out of this game. That is Lattice now. Lattice looking for an option. She swings a great ball out wide to Klajic. Klajic, the two new players off the bench combining there. Klajic plays the ball to Nicholas. Nicholas with a good ball inside, but it's cut out by the Metro defence, and it is Stockdale. Stockdale now looking for an option. Stockdale takes a great touch and plays it out wide here to Lauren Steer. Lauren Steer wearing the pink boot and the green boot, which is the fashion these days. You've got to be a good player to wear them. And she definitely is one of those.
She's definitely one of those. Cockayne fouled there. And I have to say, a slightly tired-looking Susan Bassett. She's worked so hard in this game, so it's not awfully surprising to try to get them back in the game.
You're absolutely right, Paul. And Sarah Walsh pointed out that at half-time with her interview with Andrew that she had noticed how much work Bassett had done. She was very impressed, but she's hasn't really had many opportunities up there for Adelaide City. They seem to get close enough, but just can't get that final touch.
No, indeed. Now they've won a free kick after some good pressure on the left-hand side, given away by Franceschilli. And can they do something from it here? It's probably a little bit too deep to put in a ball over the top. That might be the way they go. Scalzi.
They haven't really tested Baltrop from dead balls yet, so they might just do that, Paul, just to see what happens.
They might, but she's way back on her line, so it is going to come in long. Can they win there? Oh, well won there by, I think it was Cockayne, and she's down.
That's Ness, I believe.
It's Ness Reid. And she took a bit of a bump there, and she's going to have to go down for a moment.
It's a heavy challenge. Just looking at that replay,
she looks like she's going to. She's okay.
Was a heavy challenge. She's gotten up though.
She has.
Tough player, Ness Reid. She goes in hard, but she always seems to get up.
Oh, she's done it again.
Wiedenbach.
Now the ball's come out. City's been won by City, but again they've lost it. It's come out to Steer. Heavy challenge there, but very well won by Darlin Flight. And she's going to try to get Stockdale. That's no easy task. She's nearly... Great battle there. And Darlin Flight did really well to win the throw in the end.
Magnificent effort by the right back.
Campagnale now, she's got not much in front of her. Once again, Stockdale, probably been close to player of the game, I would say, Spiro. She's been fantastic.
She's been playing in that attacking midfield role, and she's really controlled the game in there for Metro. I would agree with you, Paul. Probably the best player on the park tonight for both teams, no doubt about it.
So now it's going to be Beltrop with the goal kick for Metro. They are just over half an hour away from claiming back-to-back titles. Of course, the first since we've been branded as the Women's National Premier League SA. Well, that ball's gone straight to Daphne McLeod in space, but well won in the end there by Ness Reid. Now she's played it onto Cockayne, but she couldn't keep the ball in, and it's a throw into City. Well, that was a moment of probably surprise to have so much space there, McLeod, but just again, Metro recover so well. Here's Cockayne, Reid, well won McLeod, but it's going to go a little bit too far for De Bartolo to run onto. McLeod tries to win it again, but it's come out to Roxy Dodd. And Roxy Dodd now, she's had a fantastic battle with Nicholas tonight. Good ball. Oh, and that's a great ball by Stockdale. Swung out wide for the overlapping Franceschilli. Stockdale's already run back in to go and get it back. Now it's gone to Christy Moore, but well defended in the end. Goodness me, what a moment that was. What a ball by Stockdale.
Great first touch. That's her quality. That's what we've seen from her tonight, and that's why Metro is in control of this game right now. Chantel, a player of her ability, obviously there's a lot to learn from her, but how does a younger player like yourself learn from a player with the experience and quality of Stockdale?
I think the best way to learn is simply just to watch. You watch a player of her calibre, and you just see she sees things off the ball that not many people do. And I think that's one of the main things for young players out there, is to not just focus on where the ball is, but to be looking around and seeing what's happening off the ball. You see options that others might not see, and that is what makes a great player.
Lawrence Steer with the throw-in for Metro. One back by Adelaide City. Brought down nicely. And there'll be a free kick for Adelaide City right in front of us here at the Elite Systems Football Centre. It is 3-0 to Metro if you just joined us. And they have been the dominant team, but Adelaide City have had a few chances, so this game could ebb and flow towards them at any point. They definitely had a couple of chances to get back into this game. So stay tuned, folks. It's going to be a great last half an hour. Swung in now by Campagnale. Great cross by Campagnale. Excellent effort there by the Metro defence to clear the ball. But Adelaide City now trying to get the ball back in, but a heavy touch there from Klajic, and it's gone out for a goal kick for Metro.
Nearly close to the hour mark, Beltrop. They must be thinking right now that unless they make a few mistakes or City come home with a rush, they've got one hand on the trophy. I don't expect them to let up for a moment. They're a very, very well-drilled unit, Metro. A lot of these players have played together for many, many years. Some of these names just roll off the tongue. They've got so much experience. Cockayne, Steer, even as a young player, a very experienced player. And, of course, Stockdale as well. Just all know each other so well. But here's a chance for City. Here's Klajic in the box. But again, it's well defended by Wiedenbach. And it's a corner. Now, it's going to be Campagnale to come over again. She has done some fairly good deliveries. So far, they haven't broken in such a way that City have been able to score. Though there have been a couple of good saves by Beltrop, particularly towards the end of the first half.
Campagnale swings it in here for City. It's a great corner. It's gone. Well, it's saved by the keeper. I thought it went straight in from the corner.
Basket.
Andrew, I got excited. I thought it went straight in, but it was a great save in the end by Beltrop, the Metro keeper. Great corner from Georgia Campagnale. Cockayne now plays it back to Lauren Steer. Lauren Steer looking for an option up front. She's got more with a great through ball. Well cut out, though, by the Adelaide City defence, and they play out again. Adelaide City looking for an option. Ball down the line to Bassett. Bassett trying to get into a position to win the ball, but it's cleared easily again by the Metro captain in Wiedenbach. But it will be a throw-in in a dangerous position. Let's have a look at that corner again. Look at this. Jeez, I'll tell you what.
Had to be alive to that.
I don't know if Beltrop knew too much about it, to be honest. I reckon she got lucky there.
Oh, no, I think she worked it out in the end.
Andrew, we don't have any goal line technology here, do we?
Now it's going to be McLeod with the throw. What can she do? She can find Campagnale. Back to McLeod. Under pressure. Tries. Oh, nearly, she's put the ball through, but unfortunately there was no one to run onto it. Now City they are showing now that they've upped the pressure a little bit. Can they be rewarded, or will they just be caught on the break again? It's already happened to them a couple of times. Now it's Nicholas. Brings the ball in. Kemper, that's a great ball. Now, can they get across it? It's a long way for Di Bartolo, but she's got the pace and well defended again in the end and cleared by Gregor over the sideline. They just can't break through. There's been some very good defending tonight by Metro.
Yeah, definitely. They're a well-drilled unit at the back there. They've got Ebony in the centre who just controls everyone. And they know what each other are doing. They don't even need to talk to each other. They just play off each other.
They certainly do. And once again, they've forced a goal kick. There's still a bit of time, but you just really feel like the game's going to have to completely change for City to get the goals they need.
Paul, I know you're a big advocate of the long ball. Is it time for the long ball?
Well, they certainly have tried a couple anyway, to be honest, particularly from some set pieces. But they may need to try different avenues. I think part of the problem is that when the balls have gone in long, well, we talk about that Metro defence, they've won everything. So can they build their way through into the goal? Now,
Lattice.
Here's Lattice, and she's got the ball out to Bassett. Bassett again, just couldn't get through steer that time. Now it's Darlin Flight trying to swing the ball in, but again, cut out by Stockdale that time. And Lattice's follow-up is going to go out for a throw-in. Can they lock Metro in and keep them under pressure? I think we're going to have a change now. And it's going to be, City are going to have to throw their last change now. It's going to be Darlin Flight coming off, and she's going to be replaced by Valeria Guajardo. Now, she scored the winning penalty last week, but it's going to take an awful effort to get back to a penalty shootout.
This is interesting. Guajardo will play right back or won't play right back. I wonder if City might go
Looks
to a
like she's going to that position now.
I just wonder whether they'll think about a 3-5-2 there for a moment. But she's gone into right back Guajardo. I thought Darlin Flight was serviceable in that position. But obviously the coach needing a change to try and get themselves back in the game thought it was the right change to make. So
they've got no changes left, so
well, that's it. That's
they're really
the last
throwing
one.
everything at it.
So Guajardo's gone to right back for Adelaide City for Darlin Flight. That's their final change. Adelaide City, of course, they made 2 at half-time. They were 2-0 down at that point. They are now 3-0 down to Metro. Stockdale now with the ball for Metro United. She's controlled the midfield, tries to get around Guajardo, but well cut out by the players, just come off the bench. She looks for a ball down the line. It's cleared by Metro. Straight back to Guajardo, though, and Adelaide City now looking to build once more. Fall into their midfielder in Lattice. She tried to play it out wide to Nicholas. Nicholas with a chance here if she can put some pressure on the Metro defender, but it's cleared. It's played back to their goalkeeper, who subsequently clears the ball up front. Adelaide City now with the ball. Lattice in the midfield. Great turn there. Great turn. Excellent. Unlucky with that pass. It's cut out well, though, by Metro. And Metro now with the overlap. It's Dodd. Dodd with the ball. Took a heavy touch, and Nicholas did well to recover. Done really well there, the Adelaide City
just
left back.
Just didn't come
Nicholas.
down for Dodd in time. With a big bounce on this surface. Now it's Campagnale. Can she get past Reed? No. Well, yes, it's fallen in the end to Klajic. Klajic now, can she get a shot in, or can she lay the ball off? Oh, it was just a little bit too much for McLeod. She's going to get it, but she's had to take it wide. McLeod now gets the cross in, but now it's going to fall to Lattice. Oh, there's a shout for a handball. No, not given. And it's come out again for City now.
Gee,
once again,
I'll tell you what, Paul.
There was a shout for handball, I thought.
I want to
see the replay on that one.
I think Metro have dodged a penalty here. That looked like a handball to me. The arm looked like it was out of away from the body, and it's clearly hit the hand. We'll get you that replay in a moment, but I reckon Adelaide City feel very aggrieved there that that wasn't given as a penalty. Chantel, how did you see it?
I had actually, my view was obstructed there, so I didn't really see it. But I still think that City need to take their chances a little bit more, regardless of whether it was a handball or not. They're getting a little bit more possession now, but they're just not doing anything with it, and the time's running out for them. So that they need to use this possession that they're getting and put it in the back of the net.
Absolutely, they have turned the screw. They are 3-0 down, but they're not out of this game by any stretch of the imagination. We did say that they did create a few chances against Metro in that first half, and they are a shout here if they can get one rather quickly. It's Metro now with the throw-in, falls to the Adelaide City midfielder, And they try and build again, Adelaide City. It's out there with Nicholas. She tries to play Di Bartolo. Di Bartolo with a great cross. There's Bassett. Great header by Bassett, but just wide for Adelaide City. And that's exactly what we just spoke about, Chantel. An opportunity to convert their chances to get themselves back in the game is just kind of lacking that last final touch.
Well, certainly a better move because Bassett just lost Whedon back well there. But the header, and to be fair, at the near post, I think it would have been claimed by Baltrop. He's going to bring the ball in. We played 67 minutes. One there by Stockdale, but City are going to get it back. Now Steer faces McLeod, but McLeod won it, and it's come out to Bassett. She forces a throw in to McLeod. They're trying to just get the pace up, but Wiedenbach's won it well. Oh, she's given it straight back to Bassett. Bassett now, but well recovered by Wiedenbach. Stockdale plays a 1-2 with her, and they've just put it out. Probably just taken a little bit of their eye off the ball there at the back, Metro, and they'll just want to reset and make sure that they don't lose any concentration and give City a look in. Now McLeod battling for the ball, but it's going to be hooked away again by Stockdale, and he just can't get the ball forward. Here's Lattice now, but she's lost it as well. Once again it falls to Stockdale. She's everywhere. Great recovery from City now. Now they've got some numbers forward. Oh, it's a heavy touch by Klajich, and it's come back. Stockdale again. She's got to play it out left to Lauren Steer on the overlap. And Steer, well, she tried to put it through. But City are closing up a little bit better now. They're at least forcing turnovers, but they're going to have to do a little bit better when they've got possession.
Guajardo with a throw-in. Metro in control in the back there. Falls to their keeper in Baltrop with another good clearance on her left foot. Brought back in by City, but there's the Metro midfield again controlling that game. Cockayne, Stockdale. Now it's Moore. Great play. Back to Cockayne. Great play here by Metro. Cockayne now with the ball at her feet. Moore went down behind play, but Cockayne kept going. Cockayne with the ball. She's fouled. That was a foul. Those three names have really troubled City all game. Cockayne, Stockdale, and their striker, of course, Moore. They've been giving them grief, and of course Dodd on the other wing as well. That's been where the outlet's been for Metro, those quick breaks, and it's really worked to fruition for them tonight.
Well, they've played it quickly now with Moore, and Stockdale's gotten herself free on the left-hand side. She's got Moore with her. There's not much on in the middle at the moment, so she's just going to have to hold it up. And well done, Matilda McNamara. And she's won the ball in the corner. And she's tried, but again, it just hasn't worked out. She tried to play through Guajardo, and they've given it away. Lauren Steer is going to take the throw in for Metro. They look like they're very, very close now. 20 minutes of time remaining, plus whatever's added on. Here's Christy Moore. Can she get a shot in? The ball's going to be cleared away. It's cleared away well indeed. Good header by Morella Scalzi. But well won then by her namesake, Isabella Scalzi. But just a bit of ping-pong at the moment. It's going to end up back with the City keeper in Willisey, who now tries to play it in long. But again, it's won by the Metro defence, and they're not giving any away. Stockdale tries to hook it to Dodd. She succeeds, but Dodd's lost out there to Nicholas. Nicholas now, she's got nothing in front of her. She's still under pressure from Dodd, but now she's managed to get it to Di Bartolo. Well done. Di Bartolo tries to get it through. There's just too many red shirts in the way. It's broken back to Cremasco. She gets it back to Dodd now. Dodd now takes one on. There's space in front for a ball through to Christy Moore. Well read Guajardo. It had to be. Oh, Moore's pinched it. Moore, is she clear on goal? No. Great tackle by McNamara. Oh, geez, you don't want to give her a moment of space.
Here's Guajardo now. She's...
Don't argue.
Won the throw-in, but gee, I tell you what, she copped a heavy bump for a throw-in. It's 70 minutes gone in the WNPL Grand Final here at Elite Systems Football Centre. Is Metro United 3, Adelaide City 0. Those goal scorers for Metro United. It was Dodd and Stockdale in the first half, then Cremasco in the second half for Metro. Free kick here for Metro. In control of this game right now, Metro. Adelaide City did put a bit of pressure on. Between the 60 and 70 minute mark, they did put a bit of pressure on, but couldn't convert one of their chances, and they are now running out of time. The clock is against them here, Adelaide City. Stranger things have happened in football, of course, and if they get one, anything is possible, but they need that one really quickly from here. Metro now building up. Stockdale well cut out there by the defender in Matilda McNamara. She looked for a long ball, but it's easily won again by Metro. Lauren Steer for Moore. Moore to Stockdale. Stockdale cuts back inside nicely, and a great through ball there for Dodd. Is she onside? She is. Great coverage, though, by Scalzi once again. Scousey has been Adelaide City's best player. Fantastic game tonight by the captain. And again, she shows her experience and her ability to get in front of her attacker there in Dodd and stop that play.
Yeah, really smart play there by Scousey. She just got herself right in front of the ball and forced Roxy to have to try and go through her. And as a defender, that's exactly what you want, because if they come through you from behind, you're going to get that free kick, and that releases the pressure.
The City have a throw deep in attack now. It's going to be taken by Nicholas. She's got Di Bartolo. She tries to chip it through. Once again, it's one away. But no, here's a chance for Lattice. But again, Stockdale just got a foot in when it was needed. They're going to try and reset again. City really just need to throw everything at it. Campagnale, once again, it's cut out. But
City
now
pushing,
it's Klejc.
City pushing a lot forward now. They've got two sitting at the back as they go forward. So they're definitely trying to push their fullbacks up and get more players up front to create more opportunities.
And that's probably why Guajardo has come on. She's probably playing a more advanced position now. Now it's come to McLeod. She tries to hook the ball over, but again, it's cleared away, this time by Wiedenbach. It's going to be a throw-in on the right.
Interestingly, Paul, only the Metro United subs have only just started warming up here. So we're about 73 minutes into the game, and they've just started their first warm-up. So I'm not sure if we're going to see all three substitutions tonight, but they've definitely taken their time. They are in control, of course. No need to change a winning formula, but the subs have just started their warm-up. Of course, Adelaide City have used all their three substitutions.
And there's some great talent on the Metro bench. They'll bring on some subs that would walk into most first teams. And it's going to be... Oh, short ball there is a bit dangerous. Nearly has come in. In fact, it has been won by Di Bartolo. Now, can she make Metro pay? She gets in a great cross. Bassett, Guajardo, cleared away. Oh, moment of danger. And that was just a shallow goal kick there. And really well read by Di Bartolo. And City nearly got a lifeline there. They're going to get a corner now through Campagnale. She's put in some good deliveries so far tonight. Can she put in another one that can trouble and maybe get the goal that City so desperately need? Well, she's gotten under one a little bit, and it's going to be cleared easily. Here's Christy Moore now. She's on the break. She's got Dodd ahead of her. There's only one defender back. This is a really dangerous situation. Can McNamara cover? Willisey, well done. She came out a long way to cut that off, and she needed to, or else Roxy Dodd would have been clean through for a fourth for Metro and a second for herself. Now, it's, I think it's... on the far side, here's Dodd. No way through this time. City really need to get their foot on the ball. And Metro now in a position where they can just take possession and eat up some time as Franceschilli goes over to take the throw.
Franceschilli now for Metro, looking for an option. She plays inside to Cremasco. Cremasco, scorer of the third goal for Metro, wins the throw-in for them on the far side. Just in front of their supporters out there, Metro. Being very loud in front of their sign, in front of all their fans. It'll be a throw-in taken by Franceschilli. Franceschilli with looking inside. She's going, great throw to Stockdale. Stockdale now. Has she been brought down for a penalty? No, says the referee. And it is a goal kick. Great defending again from Scousey. Excellent game from her.
Should say that's actually Cremasco's first goal of the season. Not a bad time to score it.
Absolutely.
And you probably know you're probably wondering if it's your night when a player comes in and scores their goal on grand final night, that's for sure. Now, free kick given away by Stockdale, and it's going to be Scousey. No, she's going to leave it for Willisey. And with only 15 minutes of time left, plus whatever gets added on, City really need to throw everything at it. It doesn't look like it's going to break for them, but I'm sure they're going to keep pushing all the way to the end. There'll probably be some tired players out there. They had to do overtime last week while Metro had the week off. Don't forget, City were pushed to penalties by Fulham, and it's going to be a throw for them now at left-back position.
We should mention, Paul, that what we thought might happen when Guajardo came on has now actually happened. She's moved into an attacking midfield role, and they're playing three at the back now, Adelaide City. This is a 3-4-3 from Adelaide City. In fact, Guajardo might be onto this one, but she's beaten to the ball by Wiedenbach, the defender. Chantel?
It actually looks very much like a 2 at the back, not such a 3.
That's probably fair, yeah.
Both fullbacks are pressing very high, and City's number 6 is dropping in when they need to defend to create that third player.
Substitution for Metro, Roxy Dodd. She's had a magnificent game. Well, she's not alone, and they're chanting her name, the Metro fans who are just standing behind where the substitution's being made. It looks like Panagaris is coming on. I'll just try to get a, just try to see if she comes on. Yeah, it is Chrissy Panagaris. And I think that's a relatively like-for-like substitution as far as positions on the field go. But here is a throw-in for City. Can they get a goal? Bassett's fouled there, so they're going to get a free kick in a dangerous position. And Campagnoli's racing over to get it.
Just on Chrissy Panagaris, 12 games this year in the league for Metro with 3 goals coming into that left wing position.
So certainly not losing a lot by getting her on the field. She is a fine player. 3 goals this season from only a dozen appearances on the left-hand side.
Campagnoli now.
They've got a few players on the top of the box here. Maybe she should think about hitting it to the top of the box and getting one from outside instead of getting on the head.
Let's see where she goes, Campagnoli. She goes for the header. Great ball indeed. Well cleared again by Metro, and it's going to fall to the number 9 for Adelaide City in Klajic. She's done well on that far side and has won Adelaide City a corner.
It's going to be Campagnoli coming over again. She's really tried so hard to get that perfect delivery. But I think part of the problem is that Metro have just defended so well in so many cases, and when the ball has fallen for City, they haven't been able to get past Baltrop. Here it is. Oh, that's a shallow one, and Scalzi's able to clear out. It comes to Guajardo. She's going to give it back to Campagnoli, who stayed onside well. She's put in a great ball for Bassett. Oh, it fell for her again, but once again it was Steer this time, who's forced yet another corner. But City just can't make them pay. Now, Campagnoli's last one was shallow. What can she do this time?
Campagnoli almost scored from a corner earlier. She's going to swing this one in. Great cross this time by Campagnoli. Looking for the Adelaide City player. Gets her head to the ball. Gee, Metro player risky there, getting the foot up, nearly a head height, but the referee didn't see anything wrong with it, and Adelaide City have won a free kick. They're pushing now, Adelaide City. It is 1 at the back for Adelaide City. Their left back, Nicholas, is playing as a lone defender as they try and get a goal on the board and put some pressure, scoreboard pressure on Metro United. They are 3-0 up, Metro, with about 11 minutes to go here in this PlayStation 4 WNPL Grand Final. I'm not sure if it's possible from here, Chantel. I mean, you always want to be the optimist, but I think it's getting harder and harder. This clock is definitely against them now.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Metro, I think, are just too good of a team to let in 3 goals at this stage. It would have to be a massive effort from Adelaide City.
They're on again here because here's Panagaris on as a substitute in the left-hand side. What can she do now? Oh, well defended in the end by McNamara. She hasn't had a bad game, but she's been under siege from Metro's attacks, and they've won a free kick given away there by McLeod. And Metro can just take their time. We're into the 80th minute, and they are completely in control of this game at 3-0. Right in front of her, it's Wiedenbach. Steer's going to get up. She played the entire last match of Adelaide United season hobbling, and you couldn't get her off. She won't go off. Panagaris is going to try to swinging across, but it's come out. McNamara now. She just gets it away in time to Guajardo. Good touch. Guajardo now trying to loop it over. Good flick on there by Bassett. Can Di Bartolo get onto it? But Scalzi's touch was just right to allow Baltrop to make the clearance. They're trying City, but it's just not working for them.
Solid clearance there, Paul. We almost got a touch with that clearance. That was nearly hit our commentary spot. City now pushing forward, again cleared by Lauren Steer. She's had a good game at left back for Metro. Here is Chrissy Moore. Chrissy Moore looking for Stockdale. Stockdale might let that run to Panagaris. In fact, she plays a great through ball. Here's Panagaris with a ball at her feet. Linesman says that ball is in. And it's cleared by the Adelaide City defender. And in fact, she's done really well to win the throw in there. And Adelaide City will try and push forward again. It is Matilda McNamara. Had a great game in defence, as has her colleague in central defence, Scalzi, the captain. Cleared now by the Adelaide City keeper. It's fallen to Bassett. Bassett's had a good game as well for Adelaide City. Been unfortunate they haven't been able to get onto a few of the chances. She's done well there, Bassett, to win them a throw-in after losing possession in the middle of the park.
Adelaide City seem to just be losing a little bit of hope. I think they're not pushing quite as hard.
Here's Di Bartolo, sorry, Chantel. Cleared by Metro.
Just a half mistake there gave Di Bartolo a little look in, but once again, as you mentioned, Chantel, it just hasn't fallen their way even when they have got the ball into the box.
Yeah, they just haven't taken their chances, Paul. And in a game of soccer, sometimes you can only get 1 or 2 chances, and if you don't put them away, you're not going to win the game.
Well, the crowd are up at the moment to clap Christy Moore off the field. She's had a fantastic game, and I think it's a bit of a sign that Metro feel like it's theirs now. They're 3-0 up with just 8 minutes to go. Panagaris is going to go to the centre forward position, and I think it's Kuhar that's come on to the left midfield spot. She's just had its first touch there, but it's gone out for a throw, and yes, it is Kuhar that's come on for Christy Moore. Now Bassett. She's tried her heart out, but she's just come up against a brick wall so often, and that happened again there. Here's Guajardo just trying to flick the ball through for Lattice. It's going nowhere.
I occasionally play a game of soccer, Paul, and as a sweeper, this frustrates me when a goalkeeper does this, I tell you.
Sweeper, I don't think they play with them anymore, do they?
Well, they do in my level of football. Trust me, Chantel, we need all the help we can get in our defence. It's a long ball here by the Adelaide Metro keeper in Baltrop. It's won comfortably by Matilda McNamara. Lattice has done well to win the ball there, and it's fallen to Bassett. Bassett, unfortunately, just hit it too far for her colleague, and it's fallen back to McNamara. Now Lattice. Lattice with a great touch to McLeod. Back to Lattice. Good work there by City. Bassett now. Again, Metro holding firm. Oh, here's Di Bartolo with a shot for Adelaide City. What a great save again by Baltrop. That's her 3rd or 4th excellent save for Metro. Definitely kept Adelaide City out tonight, Baltrop. That's
great turn there
save
by Di Bartolo, and in the end it was Klajic that had the shot.
It was
That
Klajic.
is a super save. She's had to get right down Baltrop to do it. Yet another corner. Campagnale again. She must be almost thought, the ball was allowed to run on, but the Metro defence wasn't going to be fooled. Can Campagnale get the ball back? No, she can't. And now it's Scalzi just trying to get the ball forward, but the counter wasn't on there. Metro not committing too many players forward. They don't need to. They are 3-0 ahead. Now is a flick on, but offside against Di Bartolo, and it would have gone to Baltrop anyway. Chantel, who do you think has been probably the most influential players? Obviously Stockdale, but who else in Metro's team do you think has really carried them forward?
Sorry, Paul, just to interrupt you here. Adelaide City appear to be making a 4th substitution.
That is actually a new rule that has been brought in and trialled, the 4-sub rule. So I thought that it only came into play in extra time.
Yep, I thought that too.
But it seems like in normal play, you can bring on a 4th sub.
Well, there we go.
It's Leslie Quiggener that's come in. She's played mostly in the reserves this season. She's come on for Daphne McLeod, who, like a couple of players for City, was, certainly not lacking effort, but unfortunately it just never broke their way. Now, offside against, it was a very good ball there by Stockdale, but offside against Panagaris. It's going to be an Adelaide City free kick. Now, I was just saying, who do you think have been the most influential players tonight?
I mean, from your back line for Metro, you've got Ebony Wynn back there who just dominates, controls everyone, very much like a puppet master with everyone else in front of her on strings. She just pulls and pushes them as she needs them to go. And as a centre back, that is exactly what you need to do.
Di Bartolo had a chance there for Adelaide City, but a weak shot in the end falls safely into the hands of Baltrop. Baltrop with a long clearance. Panagiris gives away a free kick with a barge into the back of Lattice, and Adelaide City will try and go long again, trying to put some pressure into that back line of Metro, which has held firm most of the game. Only a couple chances for Adelaide City, and then when they got through, they were the wall of Baltrop stopping them from scoring a goal.
She has been absolutely fantastic.
Nicholas now
in the last line of defence. Now Campagnale has tried one more try, but once again Stockdale just reads everything, and another attack breaks down, comes out to McNamara. She now tries to play in Queggener. Fresh legs now, but up against Lauren Steer. Steer wins that battle, and now is a one-on-one here, and here's Panagaris. Can she get the better of Scalzi? Oh, well played, Scalzi. She just read that situation perfectly, and now she's played in Campagnale under pressure from Reed. Campagnale, she gets the ball out left, but again, an interception. It's just been so hard for City to string their passes together. And now it's Cockayne taking Campagnale on. She's got Panagaris if she can get a cross in. She's still going. Great cross in, but just too close to the keeper. And Willisey will have it. And I think it's too late now, though. We are really into the 87th minute. And Metro are counting down to back-to-back titles, the third in their existence. And they have been a magnificent club. And they've just shown tonight easily their most commanding performance in the 7 matches they've had against City. Every other game was a single goal victory when they were successful against their nemesis.
City now try to play Nicholas, but again a heavy pass from Georgia Campanale, and that has been a little bit of Adelaide City's night. Just a few heavy touches, a bit unlucky in parts, and some great saves from Baltrop, really keeping them off the scoreboard. Metro have taken their chances really well. They have been the better team. There's no doubt about it, but Adelaide City on another night with a bit of luck and a bit of the ball spinning the other way might have actually had a goal and been very close to putting some scoreboard pressure on Metro United. Out on the far side for Metro, it is now Francis Shealy. Plays it out to Stockdale, but again it's Scalzi in the way. Scalzi and McNamara have been unlucky. They played very well for Adelaide City. They probably don't deserve to be 3-0 down based on those two ladies' performances, but sometimes that's football, I suppose.
Yeah, I think Adelaide City have had a few players that have stood out for me. Definitely their captain Scousie in the back line, and we've got McNamara in the back there as well. Susan Bassett at the front. She's worked really hard, gone back to defend as well, but it just hasn't been Adelaide City's night. Metro are too strong.
Now it's going to be Taylor Bradley coming on for the last couple of minutes to replace Ness Reid, who's she's
Pump up the crowd.
She's pumping up the crowd. She's pumping up the Metro fans who are right there behind where the substitution is taking place. They are celebrating now.
A nice young player coming on the field, get a bit of grand final experience.
Absolutely, Taylor Bradley. She's a former Adelaide Olympic player, like Lauren Steer, I think, and she's played most games this year, so certainly another good, strong player available on the bench. Now, City, can they get something out of this game? Bringing the ball forward out of the right-back position. Long ball now looking for De Bartolo. It's fallen again. Oh, great defending there by a hobbling Wiedenbach. Kuhar puts Wiedenbach through. There's a long time understanding between those two, but that cross is too close to Willisey, and she's going to claim it.
Willisey now for Adelaide City. Getting closer and closer to the 90 minutes here at the Elite Systems Football Centre. Long ball forward. Here's Klajic. Klajic looking for an option. Tries to play in Bassett, but overhit. And Bassett has given away a foul. No, says the referee. It's play on. Great through ball by Metro. Here goes Panagiris. Panagiris tries to cut inside, but again, it's Scalzi there, the defender for Adelaide City. Really has stopped many opportunities for Metro. Played a great game with her counterpart, Matilda McNamara. And the referee has called a stop to the game. There's a player down the back line. Is that Lauren Steer?
No, it's.
I
think it might be Wiedenbach, actually.
No,
I don't think it's Wiedenbach. We'll see if we can get confirmation of who that player is. But the referee saw fit to stop the game whilst in play. So we hope it's nothing too serious for that Metro United player. Their goalkeeper Baltrop doesn't look too concerned. She's popped up and said, "I think it might just be someone being winded." The fourth official puts up 3 minutes. 3 minutes for Adelaide City to try and do something here. But I think that might be a little bit longer with this injury delay. We're just trying to work out who it is for Metro.
I'm trying to do a process of elimination here.
Well, it's not Panagiris and it's not Stockdale.
She hasn't moved.
I'll tell you what, guys, it might be Lauren Steele. I'm just looking at those boots.
No, Lauren's right here. She's in front of us. No, it's not Lauren.
Is that Vanessa Reid?
Well, I thought she'd just come off.
Scalzi, it's Scalzi. Marilla Scalzi.
Yeah. So it's going to need a stretcher, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is unfortunate to see. It is Marilla Scalzi, the central defender.
I hope that's not going to ruin her celebrations tonight. She is looking like she's going to need to be stretchered off the field. So we're just waiting. The Metro players are just huddling towards the back, most of them. Probably talking about what sort of injury Scalzi may have sustained there. They don't look too concerned. No one's sort of hovering over her, but she hasn't really moved, and she's certainly going to have to be carried off the ground.
Just recapping the goal scorers for Metro. It was Dodd in the first half along with Stockdale, and then straight out of half-time, within a couple of minutes, they got that all-important third. Probably not what Adelaide City wanted. They probably wanted to get on the scoreboard quite quickly, and that was Cromasco, the number 26 midfielder. We're just waiting here for Scalzi to be stretchered off. This is a bit sad to see towards the end of a game where they've dominated Metro, to see a player be stretchered off. We hope for her sake it's not a serious injury and it's just precautionary. We'll see if we can get some information to you after the game about what that might be.
It's certainly going to hold us up for a little bit longer. It's certainly going to be longer than 3 minutes of stoppage time because of this stoppage. And both teams are just bunching up at the moment and having a chat. Let's talk a little bit about Metro, though. They're going to win the championship. They're going to be the first PlayStation 4 women's NPLSA champions, winning it as a grand final for the first time and winning their third championship. They're the defending champions. They only lost one game in the league all season. 17 wins, 3 draws, 1 loss, a terrific record. That loss, of course, was to Adelaide City. Then they defeated City 1-0 here 2 weeks ago to qualify for the final. So many players that have been at the club for so long, and what they've done as a standalone club, it's a women's only club formed just 10 years ago, and they went to the top within just a few years of their formation. This is their third title. It's a great night for them. It's been a magnificent achievement.
It will be Marilla Scalzi to come off, unfortunately injured right here at the death of this game. And replacing her will be the number 5. It will be Carly Gregor. Another
long-time Metro player.
She's been with Metro since their formation.
Since 2006, when they were formed. Just like Rochelle Kuhar and Donna Cockayne, Ebony Wiedenbach, these players have all been in the journey with this club for 10 years. And they're going to win their third title. And it's just a matter of minutes now. Scalzi, she's got a hand on her head as she's carried from the field. We hope she's okay. So we've still got about another 3 minutes.
93.5 minutes on the clock on our stream. So it'll go until about 96.5 for the 3 minutes of injury time. The fourth official did put 3 minutes up, but we obviously had that long break with the injury there to... It's Panagiris now through for Metro. Can she make it 4? Indeed she can. It's off the post. It's game, set and match here at the Elite System Football Centre. Panagiris, the goal scorer for Metro, makes it 4-0, and they will be the 2016 PlayStation 4 Women's NPL Champions Metro. If it was any doubt, it is now all over. A great finish from the substitute on her right boot, off the post and in. That is game, set and match.
Yeah, I think that sums up Metro's night as well, and further on that, their season. They've just been a dominant force in this league, and to win the final this way, it just would have been storybook for them.
I guess we're just about to wind down the 2016 season, Chantel. Just looking, if we look ahead, or just before we go, Queggan has just taken a long ball, and but that's going to be no problem for the Metro defence. How do you stop them? I mean, some of these players, there's a lot of experience, and you know, is it really a case of they've lifted the bar and all the other teams are they going to need to look to recruit? Are they going to need to look to try to improve their current lists?
Yeah, a team like Metro, they've been together for so long. They don't need to play. They don't need to talk to each other. They just play off each other. They know what each other are doing. To beat a team like that, you just need to be confident.
And there it is, the full-time whistle has blown, and the celebrations, well, they'd already started with that fourth goal for Panagiris for Metro United. They are the champions of 2016, an absolutely emphatic 4-0 win. They deserved it fully, I don't think there's any doubt about that. Adelaide City, they can't fault their effort at all, but they just couldn't control the ball. They couldn't control the game for long enough. They put on a lot of pressure late in the game, Spiro, but only made a couple of good chances. And even when they did, Beltrop was equal to them. But it really was Metro's night.
Absolutely. I mean, they started really well, Metro. Then Adelaide City worked themselves back into the game for about 10 minutes. But as soon as the classy Dodd who came off in that second half after running herself into the ground, put Metro 1-0 up early in that second half. It really was all Metro. Adelaide City had a couple really good chances towards the end of that first half. Some great saves, as you said there, Paul, by Baltrop, keeping them out. But really, it was deservedly Metro's night. And I think 4-0 wouldn't flatter their deserved performance tonight. I think that's a fair representation of how this game played out. Commiserations to Adelaide City. Congratulations to Metro United. They've won the double. They were the reserves winners against Para Hills Knights when we got here earlier tonight, Paul, and now they are the seniors champions as well. They are the grand final winners.
They also premiers for finishing top of the season after round 21. 7 points clear of Adelaide City. You can't say this team doesn't deserve everything they've got. One thing I will say about Adelaide City, you know, every single player, I don't really think that they had any players that had a really bad game, but in total they were just never able to put it together. They were just never able to get enough control of the ball. They were really creating their chances by forcing set pieces, and it just really didn't happen. You can't question their effort. You know, you really can't question the way they tried to go about it, but it really, Chantel, it just really didn't come off for them, did it? No,
I mean, Adelaide City are a great team. I don't think they played bad either. I agree with you there, Paul. I think Metro just had that experience over them. They've won important games before, and they know how to do it. I guess City were unlucky, I guess. They didn't put their chances away, but they still put in a great effort.
Absolutely. We're just going to take the presentation here. They're getting ready here on the ground. We will take as much of the presentation as we can. The Metro ladies have gone over to celebrate with their fans, and they have a strong backing here with their own banner that says "United We Stand."
I'll tell you what, when you go out and watch regular season games, Metro have always got a very dedicated band of supporters at their games. Probably more than anybody else, I'd say. They've got a really dedicated army. Yeah,
they're a known force, the army for Metro. Not being from the state myself, I came down and one of the first things that I heard was the support base for Metro United. And as a player, there's nothing you love more than have people there yelling, screaming your name and backing you while you're on the field.
What makes their case quite unique, Paul, is the fact, and Chantel, is the fact that this is a standalone women's club. You know, Adelaide City has a men's team.
Well, I think they're the only one in the top division. I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to think, but all the other teams in the NPL, they are part of a club that also fields men's teams. Of course, Adelaide University doesn't do it in the NPL, but they do it in other levels. You've got Fulham, of course. They play both amateurs and in the lower leagues of the NPL. Cumberland, of course, Para Hills. So West Adelaide, all clubs that have got a men's program, but not this one. They are a dedicated women's club. And I'll tell you one thing else that I think is quite extraordinary. No, we're just going to throw down to Andrew on the sideline.
Just seeing if we can get Andrew interviewing here, the captain of Metro. We're just seeing if we can get Andrew. We're just having some technical difficulties trying to get Andrew here, who is interviewing the captain of Metro United, Wiedenbach, Emily Wiedenbach.
Party girls amongst this group?
There's a few, yeah.
So just a bit of trouble there with feedback, but Ebony Wiedenbach, proud captain, of course, coming back to celebrate with her team. And one thing I was going to say about Metro, they even do merchandise, Chantel. You go to their games and you see people wearing shirts with the players' names on it. I mean, you don't see that too often.
Yeah, they're a great bunch of fans, obviously. They all die-hard supporters, and it's great to see in the women's game. You don't see it very often, and to have that backing for a women's team is just amazing.
No one in Queensland had that, none of the teams there. You've got some pretty good sides there, like the Gap and your own team, Eastern United, and No, you don't have anything like that?
Nothing quite like that, no, Paul. Some good backing, but yeah, nothing quite to the level of merchandise, I don't think.
Fair enough. I've just had a message, Chantel, from someone who I know who's, the referees are getting their medals now and did a pretty good job tonight, I thought. I'm just getting a message from someone who I know watching the stream, and they're saying, more Chantel, less of you, Paul. So they've enjoyed your special expert commentary as someone who plays in this league and as a W League player. You're looking
Number
forward
10.
to... Well, we're just getting a bit of feedback at the moment. Sam Ciccarello, the FFSA chairman, is bringing the Adelaide City players so that they can get their runners-up medal at the moment. You'll soon be having trials for Adelaide United for this upcoming season.
On Tuesday they are.
D. Ryu. Number 25, Valeria Guardado.
Okay,
Number
so
9,
I think
Dragana Kjalic.
We've just got the presentation now coming
Number
through
6,
the
Alexandra Ladas. Number 19, Daphne McLeod. Number 3, Matilda McNamara. Number 2, Alicia Nicholas. Number 30, Leslie Quinya. Number 8, Isabella Scalzi. And number 1, Sarah Willisey. Staff for Adelaide City coach Eduardo Rosso. Assistant coach Steve Bresselin. Manager Franca Di Bartolo. Physio Samuel Stewart. And Seymour Di Bartolo.
So the City players have received their runners-up medals. They've certainly had a good season in so many ways. Been the best competitor to Metro. They won the Charity Cup
Now to
early
the
on.
man of the match as selected by the match officials. Number 6 from Metro United, Laura Stockdale.
Don't think there was any doubt about this. Laura Stockdale, player of the match. And she comes up to receive her award.
Yeah, excellent game by Laura. You don't really
Ladies and gentlemen,
expect much less from her.
Player of the match, Laura Stockdale.
Just ran the midfield so well. Was in the middle of everything that was good for Metro.
For Women's National Premier League South Australia champions, Metro United, number 1, Kelly Bartroff.
Now the Metro players come up. It's led by their keeper, Baltrop.
Lee. Number 5, Carly Gregor. Number 12, Michelle Kuhar. Number 83, Christy Moore. Number 28, Chrissy Panagaris. Number 22, Vanessa Reid. Number 15, Morella Scalzi. Number 21, Stephanie Screever. Number 19, Lauren Steer. Number 6, Laura Stockdale. And number 2, Ebony Weidenbach. And the staff for Metro United, Mary Spagnoletti. Assistant coach, Marianne Mavra. Manager, Terry Kirasu. Trainer, Sonia Lorenzoni. And the physio, Andres Zachariah.
We apologise for some of the technical difficulties that we're having at the moment, but as you can see, the Metro players all receiving their medals, and they're about to receive the trophy as PlayStation 4 Women's NPL 2016 champions, the first Women's NPL champions, the third time that they're champions of South Australia. Wiedenbach and Spagnoletti come up to raise the trophy for Metro United women, and they take their premiership banner, championship banner as well. It's a fantastic achievement. 4-0. I don't think we ever thought it would be this one-sided. And the players come up to celebrate the title of the champions of South Australia for the third time. Metro United women, congratulations. What a fantastic effort.
congratulations to Metro United. They played well all season, and they deserve this win.
Well, they certainly do, and they are absolutely over the moon, as they have every right to be. They've just been fantastic this season, fantastic for several years, and they and Adelaide City, they share one special rivalry. This is now the 8th title in a row that has been won by either one of these two clubs. And Chantel, I guess that puts it on to you and Adelaide University and some other teams to try to break up this duo.
Yeah, very much looking forward to next season, Paul. It's a challenge that I look forward to, and I'm sure a lot of other players look forward to. When you have dominant teams within the league, it's games that you live for. It's games that you want to play because you want to prove yourself. Your team wants to prove themselves, and of course, everyone loves an underdog.
And indeed, you've come here. This is your first season in Adelaide. Can you just tell us a little bit about how you found the difference between here and Queensland? In Queensland, you would have been going around to different venues, playing on different pitches, but here you've playing at the same venues all the time on synthetic. And what about the standard?
The standard is quite similar. I think it's a little bit more advanced in Queensland in terms of had a little bit more time. And so that's just given a little bit more time for the league to develop.
We're just going to throw down to Andrew, who's got the winning coach, Marie Spagnoletti, with him.
Okay, we've got Marie Spagnoletti here, the coach of Metro. Congratulations, Marie.
Thank you very much. I'm one happy coach.
I bet you are, and it's one thing to have a good football side, but they still have to come together, still have to unite, they still have to play as a team. You know, you've got some wonderful players in there, but I think one of the most impressive things is just how they all play together.
Yeah, and they play for each other. Like, we're a team full of talent, but it's one thing to have a talented team, it's another to gel them all together and then get them to play for each other and play for the club.
And is that a hard job?
No, not when you've got individuals, women that are just dedicated to the club and each other. So it's an easy job to bring them together. They just, yeah.
Yeah, and it's quite a unique thing with your club because as you know, it's not a male-female, it's purely a women's football club. And I mean, it shows. I know it might be a little thing, but just watching, I haven't seen a lot of you, but just to see how you girls unite and combine and got a wonderful leader down the back there who orchestrates everything, I suppose it does make your job a little bit easier.
It does. We do have a unique culture, obviously being only female orientated football club, and yeah, we've got some wonderful leaders that lead from the front, and experienced players, and they just guide the younger ones. And as you can see tonight, the football we played was just so pleasing that we're a good footballing side, and we pride ourselves on the way we play the game. And yeah, I can't speak highly enough of the team and the club. And
what a squad you got. You know, you win the B grade as well, so I mean, you know, it obviously looking good for the future because you blooded some girls, you gave them a little bit of game time at the end there, always looking for the future.
Yeah, it's just pleasing. Obviously, we've got a good senior setup. What was super pleasing was seeing the reserves win a title and a championship. And yeah, we're a strong seniors team. Yeah, it was a great night tonight for our club to be the inaugural WNPL champions. So
yeah, well, much congratulations. About time you maybe get in and join your crew. Congratulations, Marie, and well done.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thanks very much there, Andrew. Really appreciate it. Good to see Mirella Scalzi out here celebrating with her teammates and her fans. She obviously took a heavy knock towards the end of that game, and there she is on our screens now, Mirella Scalzi. Looks like she's okay. And celebrating her grand final win with her teammates as she should. She was stretched off late. Great scenes here at Elite. Some of the ladies have brought their family with them. They're all here celebrating what is a great performance. A 4-0 win for Metro United. We all thought Stockdale was one of the better players. Her and Chrissy Moore up front. It was a great performance by those three, and the The third one being Dodd, of course. They controlled that forward three.
They did. It was an outstanding team performance. I just thought the way that the front three rotated, the way they just kept making sure that they were keeping the defenders guessing, and just the overlapping play from the fullbacks, the fast breaks. They were a really, really strong attacking side. I don't think there's any question that they're deserved winners. They just played such an exciting brand, I think, as well. Some of those counter-attacking breaks, they were just fantastic to watch.
Yeah, very clinical as well in their game. I think if you were to look at the stats, you would see a lot of completion rates, a lot higher completion rate than Adelaide City, and that's very important in a game as well. When you have possession and you're keeping possession, it makes things a lot easier.
So tell us, Chantel, what goes on from here? Obviously, Adelaide United WNPL team, W League team is obviously looking for players right now. Some of these ladies might be good enough to play. What happens in the women's game now? Where do you go to prove that you're capable of playing in the W League?
I mean, this stage right here, where we are right now is the best place. You've got the best players in the state playing against each other each week, and you can't really get much better than that. I mean, it's for everyone to see. It's great competition, and it really brings out the best in players.
How long before you find out if you've made the W League team?
Good question. Not really sure. They trials are coming up on Tuesday, and once they happen, I guess we'll have to wait and see.
You've been invited to those trials?
I have, yes.
Fantastic. Good to hear.
Do you know how many other players have been invited to those trials? I guess that's another interesting question.
I believe it was a bit of a nomination process. I'm not 100% sure how many players. I know that there is at least 2 or 3 from my club. Other clubs, I'm not 100% sure.
We're hopeful of getting Lauren Steer on. If we're just trying to get her attention. She had a great game for Metro in defence. We'll get her up here shortly to have a quick chat to Lauren Steer as we continue to take some of the celebrations on the park. Just recapping, it was Metro United 4, Adelaide City 0 here in the inaugural PlayStation 4 WNPL Grand Final for South Australia. Metro also won the reserves 2-1 against Para Hills Knights. So it is a night of celebrations for both teams at Metro. We'll pass over now to Paul, who's got Lauren Steer here with him.
Well, Lauren Steer, Adelaide United player for the last couple of seasons, another successful season with Metro. Can you just describe it right now? This has been the culmination of a magnificent season for you guys.
Yeah, I'm just speechless at the moment. It's amazing what we've achieved over the past 2 years with this group. Champions back-to-back. I couldn't explain it any better.
How did you just seem tonight that you were in control for so much of the game? City were really, really struggling to break you down. You just kept winning the ball. Did you do anything different tonight to what you would do normally? Did you just up the pressure? Was it really as simple as that?
Yeah, pretty much. We had a game plan and we set out to do that as well as we could. We've played City so many times throughout the year, so we knew what they were like and we executed the plan exactly how we wanted to.
I thought some of your counter-attacking tonight was just absolutely sensational. Some fantastic overlapping runs from yourself as fullback, and lots of quick breaks with Stockdale and Moore combining really, really well. You know, it just clicked tonight, didn't it?
Yeah, it was our day. I mean, from the start we put pressure, and that was our aim from the start. Start well, and our front three. I mean, they're just on fire.
And are you going to be trialling soon to continue? I think is the word with Adelaide United.
Yeah, I'll be trialling, see what happens this year. Look forward to another successful year with them, and hopefully it works that way.
Fantastic. Hey Lauren, I don't want to interrupt your celebration for too long. You guys deserve to have a great one tonight, and well done on being champions once again.
Cheers. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Lauren. Lauren Steer, one of the great players of what is a great Metro United team. They are the champions again in 2016, the first time as a grand final of the women's NPLSA. It's been an absolutely fantastic night, and Spiro, I'm sure you'll agree that under the new way of doing things, to have a final match as a grand final to celebrate the end of the season and to decide things is a great way to go about it.
Absolutely, Paul. Couldn't agree with you more. And I think it's fitting that the women see off the season for the NPL this year. And I thoroughly enjoyed tonight's game. I thought we saw some quality players, some excellent football, and to be honest, a great way to see out the season as we move forward into the W League.
And Chantel, thank you so much for your fantastic commentary tonight. Like I said, I got a message saying less of you, Paul, more Chantel, and fans out there really enjoyed hearing from you tonight.
Thanks for having me, Paul. I really enjoyed it. It was great to be able to give others, I guess, my view of the game, my experience of the game, being a part of this league, and just giving a bit of an insight, I guess, onto how us as players play. And yeah.
Fantastic.
We should also maybe, I might just borrow that one if that's all right, Paul.
Borrow this one.
We should also just say a quick thank you to the FFSA for giving us this opportunity to call this game. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much to Luke Sale, who organised this, and we appreciate it. And thank you so much to the guys organising this live stream, Andrew and your team, and everyone that's done their job. Thank you so much. We've had a blast, Paul. We might throw it over to Andrew to say goodnight and throw it out. And congratulations one more time to Metro United. Andrew, thank you, and over to you, mate.
Yeah, absolute pleasure, boys. And to Paul and to Spiro and obviously to Chantel, absolutely wonderful job. And from the 10th inning team here who've been part of the football this year, it's been an absolute pleasure. And as you said, we thank the FFSA and we look forward to seeing you all next year. And thanks very much for joining us.
Hey,